Yo! What have we got going on here? Wait, we've got a tweet? I'm going to tweet. Ah, yes. We have the portal, guys. I'm gonna rift. Guys, I'm rifting on my Mesmer. My Mesmer is a rift. Yo. Let's do this. Let's go. All right. We have got ourselves Mesmer Rifle. That is what we've got. And actually this, you know, Trig was right. There's definitely a little bit of juice here, guys. A little bit of juice. Again, the versatility of all these weapons is really coming through here. Inspiring imagery allows the Mesmer to throw out a beacon for their allies to rally that will burst after a delay and grant them might and fury. Now, to be clear, guys, I think this is actually slightly... I think people are getting baited into this. For their allies to rally to... Okay? This is not a revive skill. I know that rallying is reviving... But I do not think this is a... That would be fucking broken, to be honest. It would be like giga broken. To rally to. So Might and Fury, which is actually good, because, you know, it kind of makes me think maybe you drop the staff then, because, well, you know, we'll see actually, but... The Mesmer can detonate the beacon early in a pinch with Abstraction, which becomes available when inspiring imagery is used. When the beacon is detonated early, it will heal allies instead of granting boons, while also damaging enemies. Really, really good. The weapon gets even more exciting when we look at... This one is juicy. This is very good. Singularity Shot. You shoot a bullet at a target location that grants barrier and resistance. That's just a good skill immediately, by the way. Like, just that is good. A singularity will linger at the impact, and it can be collapsed with Dimensional Aperture, the reactivation of Skill 5. The collapsed singularity becomes a single-use, one-way portal that an ally can use to teleport to your location. The skill can be a powerful tool to bail an ally out from a sticky situation with careful positioning. So, the way that I think it makes sense to look at this is transfusion, basically, kind of. Or that's like the way that I would think about it. Is you can fire this at someone and transfuse them to you, right? Like they have to be fair, they have to press the portal. So there will be some, you know, the other player actually has to, you know, press the button because it's not like a grip. You can't like guarantee grab them to you. But that actually does see, you know, this actually seems really strong. However, it is worth noting that it is way worse than transfusion, because transfusion, the other player doesn't have to do anything for a start, like you'll just grip them no matter what, and transfusion works on multi-target and it works on downstate. So this is basically like a way lower playability transfusion. I wouldn't be super surprised, actually, if the really good part about this was actually the barrier and resistance, and this second part was... more of a niche use case, more of a niche scenario. Because, honestly, I think the better your group is, the better this gets, right? The better your group is, the better this gets. Because what this is really good for is if you're in a coordinated group, then they will actually take the portal, right? They will actually get over here, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but they do actually have to press the button. It'll be curious to see the telegraphing on that, how big it is, for example, and also how wide the portal is, right? So, you know, how much can they move without, you know, kind of getting out of range of using it. Yeah. You don't have to be in downstate to take the portal. Yeah, this is true. You know, it can be used on someone who's already alive, which is pretty good. Another portal? No, I think it's, well, I think it's a single-use portal, so I think you can only get one person with this. Maybe. Maybe you can get more than one person with it. Yeah. I am drinking tea, yes. Yeah. We shall see. I'm rifling. I'm rifling, guys! It's one person, yeah. So one person can be grabbed with this. So this is a good skill. It is a good skill. for rescuing people. You know, weirdly enough, I feel like it would be really good if it worked on downstate people. Like, the fact that it doesn't work on downstate people, in my opinion, is actually a really big detriment. The reason for that is very simple, right? Like, this means that you have to know that someone isn't going to go downstate. Pretty much. Like, that's what needs to happen here. Yeah. Surely nobody would complain about a 1200 range downstate teleport. Well, yeah. I mean, that would be, you know, that would probably be very busted, to be honest. It's, you know, funny enough, especially in PvP, that would be so disgusting, actually. That would be omega disgusting for the competitive modes. But in PvE, the fact that it doesn't work on downstate is interesting. Because think about this. Like, when in PvE, most of the time when you'd want this effect, it would be on someone who's downstate. Like, you'd almost use this as more of a mobility skill, I would say, rather than anything else, right? Like, you would use this so that someone teleports back to you on Matthias, or for example, right? Or, you know, you do something like that, right? Like, you'd use that as your mobility element. Yeah. Yeah, you can get people who get teleported on VG, right? Like, they get teleported away, you can, like, zap them. You can bring one of them back, for example. Yeah. Every weapon is support. I hecking love every weapon granting barrier. Well, it is quite interesting, actually. I need to go back and watch the balance, you know, the balance manifesto to see what they actually said. But it does look like they want everyone to have barrier. They want everyone to have barrier, everyone to have every boon, too. Or at least the access to everyone. That seems to be the direction that they've gone with this. Players will get griefed all the time with this war. Well, to be fair, you know, you can't just, like, randomly grab people. That doesn't work. They have to take the portal. Yeah. Can you take the teleport yourself? I don't think so. Yeah. But weirdly enough, I actually think in PvE, this component is surprisingly not that good. Maybe I'm gonna end up, like, eating my words on that, but I'm trying to think of the situation where this would be really good. And I think that it's gonna be, in competitive modes, this is really good, right? Because you have that ability to get someone out of a bad situation. Like, being able to essentially move someone by 1200 range is pretty insane, right? On someone who's alive. That's, like, a huge deal. That's like a blink. Everyone can get blink, basically. In PvP, which is very big. So if you're running some kind of heal Mesmer build, right, this is going to be pretty big value. You know, one thing that actually might be a little bit, I think, I need to kind of think about this a little bit more, actually. So you can precast this, right? Like, that's the other thing you can do. So what you could do, and I think this does make it a lot better in PvE, is that you can put it down and pre-activate it. So you don't actually have to use it reactively. You can use it for the barrier and resistance, but then you can also just throw it down as a portal that people can use to get to you. I think what's actually very interesting is that the way that this is worded kind of implies that if you move, they'll still get teleported to you. So I almost feel like you can break the 1200 range with this. So in other words, if you put it down, you put down this portal, they'll teleport to you even if you keep moving, which is quite interesting, actually. Yeah. But I mean, in PvP, this seems very exciting, actually. Do you see that blink being good in HTCM? Well, you'd kind of want it to be the other way around, right? Because if you're the healer, you're going to be the kiter. So you'd want, you know, you'd want someone else. Well, I guess what you could do is you could solo kite, actually. You could basically solo kite, maybe. So you could put the portal down, right, with this skill, and then have the other person with the red take it to you at the last second. So you could maybe do something like that. And solo kite on Chronomancer. You know, like a heal chrono build. So there's maybe, like, some potential. You can see the portal here, and it's massive. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if that's the portal. That might be, like, the AoE. It's a big AoE, though. Holy shit. That's a really big AoE. Like, some kind of... Yeah, is that the singularity? Yeah, well, yeah, maybe that is the portal, then. It's hard to say exactly what that is. We've got some clones going on here as well. That's the beacon. Okay, that's the beacon. So that's like the Might and Fury then. It will burst after it is huge radius then. Okay. That's very interesting. I think there's also something going on here with the Phantasm skill. I don't think we actually know what the Phantasm skill is yet, but that is also likely going to be pretty damn juicy, if you ask me. Yeah. It is going to be juicy. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. Wait, Sanguine and Incorporeal week 1. That's actually the worst possible combination. Honestly, that's based. I fucking love that. Oh, man, we're going to have fun. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on, though, Angels. Your, DH, Incorporeal is free, no? Because you have the cage. That's actually very easy. Yeah. I think. Yeah, so that's, dude, that's crazy. That's a good music video, actually. That's Starlight by the Superman Lovers. And it's, the music video is great. Holy shit. But yeah, Sanguine is a bit of a despair moment, yeah. At the 6-second mark? Wait, was it the 6-second mark? Ooh, look at that. Yeah, there's some kind of, like, rift attack. Look at this. You fire into the rift. You put that down there, boom. There's some confusion going on as well. That's unsurprising because it's Mesmer, obviously. Yeah. Very nice. Very, very, very nice indeed. We love to see it. We love to see it. Yeah. Yo, Drown that with a prime. Yo. Gives boons? Yeah, I expect so. I'm expecting boon application on the, like a supportive Phantasm, similar to Shield. I think it's actually entirely possible. I think it's very entirely possible that we could be seeing Rifle and then Scepter Shield, in fact. I could maybe see you dropping the Staff. Depending on the boon application, actually, it depends. And it also depends on the numbers on the regen application that we see from Chaos. Because you might need that Chaos Aura to apply boons. And it also depends on how many illusions you need to summon to generate protection with the Chaos. There's a couple of things up in the air right now. There's a couple of things in the air with what weapons you're going to end up picking. I think it really does depend on some of the numbers. But I can actually see it going both ways. I could see Staff, Rifle, but I could equally see Shield, Scepter, Staff, Scepter, Shield. And funnily enough, I think both could be good, right? Both could definitely be good. They show the clone skill. Yeah, but I'm talking about the Phantasm skill, guys. So not the clone. I'm talking about, you know, the purpley one. The one that does the special attack. Not the clone. Because, yeah, it looks like this one, this summons a clone with whatever this player is doing. But that's not what I'm particularly interested in. Yeah. Staff 2 inside Chaos, you got Chaos Aura. Yes, that's correct. But you don't, you know, I mean, Chaos Aura is good, but you know, it really depends like how much you're going to need that Staff toolkit. If the detonate on beacon is a combo finisher, Blast has Chaos Armor as well. That's true, actually. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, because if it explodes, and it does kind of look like a bit of an explosion, that would also give you a Chaos Aura, AoE Chaos Aura too. Which would be, well, in fact, potentially, wouldn't it be more crunch if the cooldown is very short? Because it's a skill number 2, right? Oh, no, it's a skill number 3. So the cooldown is probably not super short, but it's also not super long either. So if it is a blast finisher, then that's going to be a lot of Chaos Aura generation from that setup. So again, I think this is definitely a numbers one. We definitely need to kind of wait to see some of these numbers on you know, how this is going to work out. Definitely looks like a really fun Mesmer weapon, though. I have to say, it's going to be really cool to mess around with this on Heal Chrono. It's also worth noting, guys, this is important. This is really important, guys. And I forgot to mention this, but now I will. This is a long-range support weapon. What's one of Heal Chrono's only weaknesses? It doesn't do anything at range. Almost all of its boon application and healing application is short range. So, you know, when you're shattering, it's around you. When you're summoning a clone, it's around you. All that kind of stuff. This means that you will actually be able to do something at range while you're performing a mechanic of some kind. I think it's going to be interesting to see if there's any CC on this. Of course, we only know 2 of the abilities here. So that's a lot left over. The auto attack is also relevant too. Like a support weapon. A lot of the support weapons we've seen have had good auto attacks. I think especially Scepter on Rev, right? Has a really good auto attack. I can't fall asleep. Vivi, oh my god. Dude, we're literally going to get hard stuck. LFR, what is it? Like the tree. Okay, first boss, guys. Tree root. Okay, root man. Because Vivi is literally, our second tank sleeps 2 hours a day. Okay, this is ridiculous. Yeah. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, the first boss is a tree, guys. Like, no joke, it's actually a tree. Gnarl root or some shit, yeah. Yo, Nico with the Prime as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. Using the animation of Staff Mesmer Auto Attack. Wait, where's the Staff Mesmer Auto Attack? Oh, you mean... Wait, let's see. Oh, like this? I mean, that's just like a pretty standard cast for various Mesmer spells, no? I didn't sub to you and come to your stream to hear you talk about trees and WoW. Came so you could read the blog post to me. Can you please get on with it? Listen, that's what we're doing. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're mixing it up here a little bit. You know, I've got to make sure we got to get the variety in before we talk about this blog post. But I mean, look, I'm already reading the blog post. Everyone's so demanding. Roy is very needy, actually. He is known for that. He's a very needy guy. I want to hear the sound effects. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Boom. Oh, I like the music. They always put the good music, guys. I love that. Let's go. Boom. Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's at least some kind of blast finisher here. Like that if that isn't a blast finish, that would actually be cringe. Look at that shit. Boom. And that also, by the way, that's relevant, by the way, gamers. That's relevant because Relic of Caracosa exists, yeah? Especially on support weapons, looking out for blast finishes is pretty relevant. Yeah. Boom. Oh my god, Trig's mad. He's very protective of this particular weapon. He's mad about people mistaking the animation. That is big. A boba. Mesmer Rifle is Trig's baby. Yeah, this definitely looks cool. I mean, I want to see the other skills. Why do we need to get 2 skills each, man? It feels so bad. Oh my god, just leak all the skills. Holy shit. Toolkit is good, though. We essentially have healing. We have barrier. We have this cool portal effect, which... I don't know. I think it will definitely have some spicy usages in PvP and World versus World. You know, in PvE, I'm really trying to think of like how we could use this. Maybe once we see it in game, it's like, ah, yes, it's going to be so obvious. How are you going to use this? And there are definitely some times where players kind of get trapped, right? Where they get trapped like between AoEs and something like that. And you know, situations where players are not able to restack with the group. And you might be able to see someone being very, very low. Yeah, you know, weirdly enough, I think you're actually right here, Nith. I feel like this is going to be like a DPS skill almost. It's going to be a skill that you're going to use to allow your team to do more damage by getting higher uptime. Yeah. Yeah. Big. He said staff auto. Yeah, I mean, it's like... Yeah, that's what I thought it was like a mark. Like, using a mark on Necro Staff or something. But, I mean, it's a good animation. I actually think it looks good with the rifle. I don't know why we're arguing about this. I think it looks pretty cool, you know? Look at that. That's pretty decent, if you ask me. Yeah. Here we go. He said staff order. Maybe he did, actually. I mean, I don't know. It's getting pretty spicy here. This is like the Revenant shortbow skill, right? Where you fire stuff into the rift and then boom. You know, it's actually really weird. I feel like you guys are doing this on purpose, right? The editing here makes it really difficult to tell if this is the same skill that does this, right? It's like really, you know, it's like, is this a completely different skill? Is that the same skill? I have no fucking clue. Because we just cut to a different angle halfway through the skill animation, so we have no idea if it's the same ability or not. Yeah, it's the Mesmer roleplay. It is. There we go. Confirmed. Boom. We love to see it. Very nice. Salad Main. This is also another pretty decent looking character, actually. You know, if everyone in-game dressed like this, Guild Wars 2 would unironically be a better place. The problem is that most of the player base just covers their entire character in just constant cancer and particle effects, making the game look like shit. So that's, you know, the bad news. But yeah, if everyone actually dressed like the characters in these weapon previews, I'd be happier. I'd be filled with joy and wonder. It'll be good. Wings? Yeah, wings were definitely a mistake. Like, adding wings to the game was a huge error. I don't know what they were thinking. I have no idea what they were thinking. Yeah. 18 infusions. Yeah, full gem store. Like, full blast. Crazy. Boom. Let him pug. Yeah. You know, guys, I have to tell a story. I'm leaking this. I'm leaking this. On the NA server. I'm setting the scene. Get cozy, guys. You know, get around the fire. A nice cup of tea, maybe. Get a little blanket on. Let's have a story time. Have a story time. I'm watching Sneb. Sneb's pugging. Pugging Doom. He joins a Doom pug on his ult. The commander. Guardian. Firebrand. Healbrand. Healbrand. Sneb. Do you know the fight? Sneb links killproof.me. The commander says, well, we'll see. The proof is in the pudding. Okay. They begin the fight. Doom. Sneb is assigned to green 1. Sneb does green 1. And here's where things get crazy. The tank pulls the boss to the wrong side of the room. And the group ends up wiping after this. Okay? That's how it goes. And people ask the tank, why did you pull the boss there? And the Firebrand, Commander, Guardian main says, I am old school. I move it there because that is where the skeleton spawns. Let him pug. Yeah. Did he kick Sneb? Well, I think Sneb left. Well, I mean, he did leave. You know, I think a lot of people left after that. Because the Guardian was under the impression that you always get an extra skeleton. Like, after the one that spawns on the left-hand side, right? Like, or near Arrow, right? You always get another one. He's like, I'm old school. I always move over there because that's where the skeleton is. So, it was a bit unhinged. And this guy was like, he was like ruthlessly checking everyone's kill proof and everyone's experience. It was like mega EXP run, mega pug. Yeah. Brutal. Absolutely brutal, guys. And I was just reminded of that because of you guys putting let him pug in the chat. Seriously, it's always the guard mains, man. It's always the heal firebrands. If you see a heal firebrand com, run. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. Run the fuck away. Okay. Very nice. There are 0 good firebrands in the game. True! Okay. Ever since Chaos Chrono and Chrono Tanks have died, guard mains took over and ruined pugging. Yes. Pug DHs are always 5k DPS. Yeah. No, Roy is the exception to this rule. Roy is the only good player in the entire game. Roy is the best player in the game. The only thing that can defeat Roy is the Guardian PvP lobby NPC. That's his only weakness. Yeah. In fact, you guys, I found a use case for the portal. It's for, you know, using on Roy when he's trying to 1v1 the guard NPC so he can disengage if necessary. Nice. Yeah. Look, I'm trying to push you so you have to actually spend time figuring out to do some memes with the Guardian NPC on the end of November stream. Like, I want to see him getting, like, one shot with GM commands. I don't know, like, turned into a frog or something, right? I don't know, like, just getting destroyed over and over again. I want to see content. I want to see some high-quality memes with that Guardian NPC. I'm going to lay down suppressive fire for Rohan my rifle measure while he blasts it with pistol. I like that. That's big, actually. That's huge. That's good RP. I honestly, that is suspiciously RP from Trig there. I feel like Trig is a massive Mesmer rifle role player. Holy shit. I can see him getting into it, though. I can see him in character, ready to go. I feel like this was Trig. I think he did this. He made this video, and he was probably doing the moves in real life. He had like a rifle in real life, just kind of role-playing out all the animations. I can see that. It's big. Looks good. Yeah, this does look cool, actually. It does look cool. It's one of those ones where I almost feel like we don't have that much to go on, because this is a 5-skill weapon. So there's a lot of important things going on there. Also worth noting that there'll be a Mirage ambush with this too. So there will be some extra potential for Mirage builds, of course, kind of being attached to this. But yeah, we do need to see the other skills. I think the Phantasm is very important. That Portal skill definitely does look cool. The Mirage ambush is sick. Oh, I believe you. I imagine there's a lot of potential with a rifle for making something really exciting. You have to wait till someone get teased. Oh my god. How could he do this? Packed with healing and tools to help your allies. You know, I almost hope there's another skill like the Portal. So maybe the 4th skill is another really kind of out there niche utility ability. Maybe that would be too much though, because think about it. They've got this 3rd skill, the beacon. And then the 4th skill is probably a Phantasm, realistically. The 5th skill is the Portal. That would only leave the 2 skill to be something that's more general use. So realistically, unless the 2 skill is super weird, which it probably isn't. Yeah, what I'm imagining is the auto attack has probably got some kind of healing on it, maybe even boons, or something. The 2 skill is going to be a very short cooldown, probably more support-oriented ability. The 3rd skill is this beacon. The 4th skill is likely going to be the Phantasm. And then the 5th skill is the Singularity Shot as well, which is, of course, it's a very versatile ability. Like, just giving barrier and resistance, that is good on its own. Then you have this Portal thing as well. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And the way that I'm trying to think about this is like, so I'm thinking Scourge Portal, right? I'd say that the skill that you could draw this to is Scourge Portal, because the way that you do that right now, like for example, on Matthias in the speedrun, I take the Scourge Portal so people can immediately come back from, you know, from the corruptions, right? And then that allows them to get back in there for more uptime. And it's also a lot safer as well. It's like a very, very safe situation. You know what's funny, actually? This probably has that interaction with Elementalist. I feel like this ability actually makes Elementalist better just by existing, no? Because let's imagine that you ended up using this weapon in PvP. This means that if you have an Elementalist duelist, they'll be able to take the Portal in Vapor form. So it actually does work on downstate Elementalists exactly. Because, you know, we saw this with Thief Portal, right? Like, one thing that, if you have the Shadow Portal on Thief, it means that your Elementalist side noder ends up being, like, more survivable than you'd expect, because you can just Portal them out when they're in downstate, actually. Pretty big. Yeah. Pretty damn big. Yeah, the video... Yeah, the video is not showing that much, to be honest. I think it's because some of the basic rifle animations are maybe less exciting, and I feel like we don't get a good shot of a lot of these abilities. Like I feel like the editing has maybe done this one a bit dirty, to be honest. And it is a 5-skill weapon, so it is one of those things where, you know, you do kind of want to see a little bit more. There's more abilities to show off. It would have been nice to see the Phantasm as well. Yeah. No, they would. I don't think they would do the port without permission. I think what will be interesting is if you could port without permission in squad content, because look, this is a meme, right? But this is how it works in the Forbidden game. There are actually a number of abilities that kind of work this way. You can like force move your allies basically, and you can't do it on people who aren't in your group, but you can with people who are in your group, because the assumption is that if you're in a group with someone, you probably have some degree of trust there. They're not going to completely grief you, which is pretty good, I think. Well, maybe it's good. Yeah. Yes. So I think that's fine. An ally pull, yeah, WoW has something similar, and WoW also has rescue, which is kind of like you grab someone and then fly to a location, so it moves you and an ally as well. Yes, very, very nice. Warren was exciting, has a lot of movement. Yeah, here it's just kind of like the Mesmer is just pew-pewing. They're just not really doing anything, right? Yeah. They are just pew-pewing. Yeah. Trusting in Mesmer, not to troll. I believe, I trust Mesmer players. 100%. I mean, why would I not, Like, I love Mesmer players, guys. Yeah. I love it, guys. Emergency exit. Yeah. Emergency exit. Why were people saying that there's 2 portals, by the way? Were they just referring to the fact that you could take portal and this at the same time? Is that what we were talking about here? The one that puts portals in front of your chest in Tangled Depths. Ah, yes. Open world. The friendliest place in the entire game. Insane. Absolutely insane stuff. I love to see it. And continuum split. Oh, yeah, I guess you can continuum split. You can fire out one of these and portal someone in CS, I guess. You can, like, precast a portal or something like that. That's kind of funny, actually, isn't it? Yeah. That is very exciting. Yeah, I mean, Chronomancer makes everything spicier, right? Like, you're going to be able to kind of duplicate a lot of these weapon skills, potentially, with Chrono, because Continuum Shift is very long these days. You have a lot of time to press all your buttons. Yeah. How many hours of Splitswell Liquid sets foot into Mythic? Because the item level increase is higher this time, you buckle up, boys, okay? I hope you guys like heroic splits. I hope you like them. Yeah. Did it have issues with Might and Fury? Is that part of the weapon very impactful? I would say with... I don't think it will be that impactful. It will certainly... It will allow you to use your shatters way more reactively, Darren's. Because... what you'd be doing previously is you'd be using some of your F1 through to F3 in order to generate might. That's also your healing, though, as well. So it will probably give you a little bit more flexibility in using your application, because it will cover the Fury, which is going to be your F1 and your F3. Your F2, you're going to mash a little bit anyway, because that's going to be your big regeneration application with Chaos Armor, because you get a free Chaos Armor when you hit your F2. So yeah, this is probably just going to give you a bit more flexibility. Like, more Might and Fury is definitely good for this build, I would say. For the Heal Chrono build, 100%. Man, Heal Chrono is going to be able to do so much, though. Like, I think that this weapon is a nice addition to Heal Chrono. Adding Barrier, I really think people need to... I feel like maybe people aren't going crazy enough about how good Barrier really is. I think we are going to get a power level increase overall. Just the amount of extra barrier that's being applied to every healer. Bear in mind, guys, let's kind of go through this. Druid is going to have barrier next patch. Mesmer is going to have barrier next patch. Revenant is going to have barrier next patch. So the 3 healers that I think are going to be very strong next patch are all getting barrier. Funnily enough, this is quite interesting. This devalues Heal Scourge. In this, you know how Firebrand didn't get nerfed, but Firebrand got worse over time? Why? Why did that happen? Well, it's because more and more classes got very good stability access and Aegis access, and that devalued the specialness of Firebrand. This will be a similar effect, actually. Druid Barrier? Wait, wasn't it on Mace, or am I just completely insane? I thought there was some barrier on Mace. Oh, it was only self-barrier, though, wasn't it, actually? So maybe not, actually. I thought there was like an AoE barrier on one of them. But I guess I'm wrong. It's self only. Well, in that case, it's not that important then. Yeah, I thought the 2 skill gave barrier or something, but that's, I guess I misremembered there. But yeah, that's pretty juicy. Rev and Mesmer getting barrier is very tasty. To be fair, if there's any healer... Oh, no, it heals, doesn't it? Yeah, I think the Mace 2 skill heals. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's not a barrier. Yeah, but yeah, that if any healer doesn't deserve barrier, it's definitely going to be Druid, obviously. Yeah. True. Indeed. ANET messing with the F1 through the F3 tomes. To be honest, that was actually a buff. It was a redesign, but it actually made heal Firebrand better. It nerfed the damage-oriented Firebrands. But heal Firebrand became significantly stronger with that rework. It was mostly that, you know, no, it's not that change that nerfed it. It arguably, in some situations, kind of made the other ones better as well, like the more offensive-oriented Firebrands. It is you had less support. You didn't have, like, as much healing. They also just nerfed the numbers a lot. Yep. Yup. F4 tome. Yeah, new tome, by the way, guys. Brand new tome. Feels good. Give barrier to Ellie Warhorn Forts called Sandskull. I definitely think that Tempest does deserve barrier. I mean, Tempest just needs a bit of a rework. I was thinking about actually making a video where I go through every single healer and decide and give my objective take on what boon radius they should have. Tempest is definitely one that needs to have a massive radius. The thing about Tempest is that it actually has one of the worst forms of application, a 4-second channel skill to apply its boons. That's pretty much... That is actually worse than having to do Dragon Trigger. Its application is worse than Bladesworn's application, or like how you know, committed you have to be to do it. And its application is way worse than Bladesworn. Like, and I think that was the rationale, right? The reason why they gave Alacrity on Bladesworn 600 radius is because you have to channel your Dragon Trigger to activate it for a couple of seconds. Tempest is like that, except it doesn't have a good radius, so fuck you, pretty much. Yeah. Enjoy! Enjoy. But yeah, I need to go through every build, and I'll say, yes. Tomebender. I mean, wow, seriously, guys. Bookbender is a real crazy build. It was actually really sad. I'm actually so sad about this. A poor little peepo came on my YouTube channel. He was like, wait, why are you saying Willbender isn't like S++ tier? Whenever I see Willbender, they're always doing like 60k DPS on the meters. And I was like, oh no, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Unfortunate. Yeah. Book. You should be rewarded every time you apply an aura. Maybe plus 250 stats. Stacking 7 times to all allies within 1200 range. I mean, that would be insanely overpowered. Why would you ever allow that? That's not good. They do indeed lack the information, guys. I believe Bookbender is getting fixed, though. So, you know, people need to, you know, relax about that. Bookbender is over, guys. Yeah. Yes. They fixed one way of doing the bug, but not another. Oh, they fixed it? People already found another way to bug it? Ah, nice. What's Bookbender? I'm obviously not going to say how you do this, but there is a bug in the game that allows you to be a Firebrand and a Willbender. Let's put it like that. You know, let's put it like that. You can be the combo. Yeah. Wow. Oh my god. Dude, holy shit, like Wombat's just annihilating that video, just roasting that video. That's crazy, actually. It's insane. That's pretty harsh, actually. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say the video is that bad. I think the editing is a little questionable, I will say that. But also, they are a little bit limited in what they can show, guys. Bear in mind, it looks like they have the blog post length to show off about 2 skills. 2 to 3 skills. Per blog post, so we're not really seeing a lot. They haven't got that much to work with. Yeah. I'm not overly impressed, but that's how it is, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So many are dissatisfied. That is true, actually, Awesomeness. You are right there. They did go into quite a lot of detail with the rev stuff, so that is a good point, actually. Yeah. If it was your video, you would call it dog shit. I mean, listen. I don't really want to flame Aina. Do I think this video is particularly good? Honestly, no. But I don't really feel that strongly about it. I'm not gonna... I feel like it's not that interesting just to, like, flame them, you know, flame them the fuck out, you know, for that. Yeah. I think it's unnecessary. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, I would like to have seen a bit more. This is one of the weapons where I'm feeling very teased, you know? Like the Rev Scepter, I think we got a lot of, you know, we basically know how that works. It's like, ooh. This one, it was like a little taste, you know, a little scrap, a little crumb, you know, a little, you know, not as much juice. These new weapons seem to change classes more than some elite specs. I think that's very much the intention. The intention is that these weapons are the replacement for elite specializations. They're going a little bit further with them, right? They're making sure that they're really exciting. And again, I think they're kind of setting up a new modern design standard for Guild Wars 2 weapons and skills. Yeah. That's how it is. Yes. Very, very nice. Look at that, guys. Except perhaps Warrior. Yeah, Warrior... I think Warriors has to... It doesn't have to be as flashy as the other weapons, though, because I feel like the staff's purpose on Warrior is purely to enable a new archetype in Warrior. And it doesn't have to be crazy and zany to do that. It just has to have the correct functionality. So I think that one's, like, very functionality focused. It's just... It does exactly what it's supposed to do. Which hopefully is the case. Yeah. Yes. Didn't show the water field yet. I mean, oh, did imagine water field on a burst skill or something. Could be pretty wacky. But yeah, maybe there'll be a water field. Who knows? Maybe there won't be a water field. And again, Relic of Caracosa does mean that any kind of finisher that you have, blast finisher, is important. Because of how powerful that particular relic is on a lot of these support builds. I don't want every build to run that. I think some builds shouldn't have blast, so they can't really get a lot of value out of that. But I think it's really cool that some builds can have like very high blast finisher counts, so they get a lot of value out of that relic. Yeah. Water field. Yeah, I'm not sure how they do that as a warrior. Like, how is the warrior going to generate a water field? I guess you can do a fire field on Berserker, though. Like, setting yourself on fire. You just, you know, get out a glass of water and pour it on yourself, maybe. I don't know. Make a different route than these other finishes. Yeah, I think something around leaps could be pretty good. I think leap finishes are pretty nifty. Yeah. Warrior Bathwater. He's giving out barrier, so there's magic there. Well, I guess. And what's the lore behind the Warhorn, though? Maybe your allies are just so emboldened by you kind of tooting the horn that you know, they think they have like barrier, but they don't actually have barrier. Or the barrier is them being more resilient because you tooted the horn. Yeah. Dude, what is this? Why are devs... Wait, dude, how did he write this post so quickly? Jesus Christ. Okay, like... Nice. I love this. Oh, no, this is actually not about the new thing. This is just like a you know, a previous thing. Okay, here are my 2 pennies on the state of the game. Like... Wait, whoa! Basic... enemies, that is a creative spelling here, are too tanky. I play Longbow Ranger. I hit all my 2 skill on the smallest enemy. I make it barely lose 50% HP with Fury. It was fine in EOD since we had Jade Drone Protocols. But now, oh, by the way, why is it taking so... Oh my god. What is this post? Make all reward chests right-clickable. Wait, they kind of are, no? Wait, what? I don't care that I get such little rewards. Just let me right-click to make it disappear. Which ones can you not do this for? Make an option to disable pop-ups. It's not for ages the community. This is getting really out of hand. Wait, what pop-ups? Wait, what even is this? Start with dialogue bubbles. I'm not gonna lie. This is really annoying. I really do not like, the fact that the NPCs are constantly talking to you. I go and do an event, and Paither is just like, on the phone saying, hello, right? That actually is annoying, to be honest. I actually don't like that. I wish that would stop. It sounds like a cool idea, but it does really wear on you after a while. I'll give him that one, to be honest. Let me get rid of the things I hold just by pressing F to the corresponding NPC. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you have to click the NPC and then talk to them. Wait, this has been since the start of the game. Wait, is this actually like some chat GPT shit? I won't get into wait. I won't get into convergences. I would be biased by Dragonstorm, but I'd still like to ask, is it really supposed to take this long every time? Where are the rewards for exploring? Well, you can't even do 100% exploration yet, can you? Because the entire map isn't out. Do not check their post history. I feel like this. Are we getting trolled here? Okay, I'm clicking on it.
You snitches take yourself too seriously.
Let's see.
Should consider yanking those sticks out of your butts.
What are those things? Drones?
Aim for them first.
How do you all rate the new patch? 2 out of 10. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's crazy. Nice. Oh, you can get the reward? Well, I get you're like 8k experience each. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting, guys. Honestly, this is a Zaist post. This is Zaist. Lol bozo. Okay. Yep. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good post. Good content. Yeah. A bozo. Soto seems to have awakened some players. I think Soto has actually... There is a very small group. Holy crap. Oh yeah, DeRoy's, he's going to be maxed. Yeah, he did like the spreadsheet, right? Yeah. Oh shit, he's fully rifted. Holy shit. Dude, he's actually rifted. Yep, it's done. Guys, he's actually rifted. Look at that. He has everything. That's insane. I'm rifting! 18 map completions for both maps. Holy shit, I would uninstall. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Oh my god. There's no way. He only got 3 ascended weapons. Man, that is very unlucky, actually. Holy shit. That's no good. Yeah. That is crazy. Like the lanterns, it's actually slower. DeRoy did it on alts because the lanterns is slow as fuck. Yeah. You get those gifts for completing the maps? Yeah, the top ones, the ones in the middle row there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, DeRoy is definitely a bit of a blaster. He's a big juicer. He is a big juicer. Yeah, huge waste of time to do the lanterns. I wouldn't do it. I'd do it on alts. If I was going to do it. I didn't get gifts completing maps. Oh, you definitely should. And maybe you just didn't see it. Mesmer rifle. I think it does look pretty cool, actually, yeah. I'm really interested in seeing the use cases for this 5th skill. Yeah, I'm gonna be very interested to see like how that's gonna work. You know what you could do actually? Couldn't you how does this work? Hang on. Can you do this the other way around, guys? Okay, hang on. Maybe let's see if maybe is Trig allowed to do this? Allowed to answer this question. Let's say I put a portal down on the group. If I then run away and activate it, will that... Wait, if I put a portal down, then I run away, will it teleport people to where I am or where I was? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, when does the portal destination set? Is it always where the player character is? Or is it where you cast the skill to open the portal? They teleport to the location you are when they press F. Oh, yeah. I think we've always been thinking about this backwards, then. I actually feel like doing this the other way around can be really strong in that case. So you can do it, like, backwards in PvE. I think that might be the more common use. So, for example, you can put a portal down and then teleport someone anywhere that you want them to go. So instead of getting them back, you can send them somewhere, actually. That could be very interesting, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Doroya is hardcore as fuck. The guy's a machine. He's actually insane. When it comes to grinding, there is nobody better at grinding than Doroya in the entire game. Guys, don't let me, don't forget, Doroya had all, you know, like the weapons in HOT, like the Chak weapons, I think? He had all of that shit, like, day 3. Like, he was, like, multi-boxing Terraria on, like, 17 accounts, right? And he was, like, using them to map jump between all of them to complete the meta, like, 50 million times before they made it so you actually got good currency. The guy was insane. He's one of the most powerful juicers in any game ever. There's no grind he can't do. They can only teleport to you, not from you. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, but you can. I know. But I'm thinking like you could teleport someone out. Like, for example, on Doom Greens, you might be tanking, I guess. Oh man, it's maybe it is a bit awkward. It's hard. I think it's really hard to get value out of this. But yeah, you could teleport someone into their green maybe or something, right? Like with your Mesmer rifle portal. Yeah. Yes. Can you kite on Kadim the Peerless? I guess you could, yeah, because you could put your portal. Yeah, you could take your own portal, right? I guess. Wait, I mean no, because it will always teleport you to yourself. So that, I think that really works. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's any good. Yeah. You can teleport someone back from their green? Yeah, you could do that too. You can teleport them back or you could teleport them into it. Yeah. Could the rifle be used to save someone? We do a tier list of the new weapons? I mean, no, I don't think that really makes any sense. Watch the WoW Worlds first off? Of course, yeah. Need to steal their strategies, dude. We're gonna leech all their strats. Yeah. Forcibly do the... Well, they still have to press F. They have to take the portal, right? Yeah. Yes. Tanks can get their teammates fast back. Yeah, so you can do that. Like, if someone's quite far away, you can yoink them over to you. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. Rifle mez will allow me to terrorize the in-game community. Well, people have to press F, guys, so it's no good. Okay, that is an illegal move. That's not allowed. People will have zero excuse for mechanics. Well, yeah, potentially. The skill in the video seems to be a phantasm skill. Well, I mean, wait, which one? I'm not sure if it is. Because where is the pink phantasm? I think this is only a clone, no? A phantasm would be all pink. Yeah. But yeah. The farm bots will have a big problem. Honestly, they won't. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys something that is probably gonna make people cry. You will never defeat AFK farmers. AFK farmers, they will destroy you, right? They will outlast you to a degree that you can't even begin to comprehend, right? Trying to battle against AFK farmers is actually it is legitimately more copium. Okay, it's more fucking copium than thinking there's going to be Wing 8, right? Like, you can't win. Yeah. Take the lantern. Isn't AFK farming bannable? It is if you're fully AFK, but not if you're just, like, multi-boxing 5 accounts on your second monitor. That's the issue. It's very hard to tell the difference between those two things as well. Like, what people really miss is multi-boxing. Like, I don't think people realize just how overpowered multi-boxing really is. Guys, I used to do Chak Gerant every day on like 5 accounts at the same time. I got 5 times the loot as anyone else for 0 effort. And the best example of this is actually Tyrone. A few guys might know this, but Tyrone is not only a PvP player, one of the most powerful PvP players in the game, he also multi-boxes. He doesn't anymore, he doesn't play the game. But when he was playing, he would multi-box Chak in every single meta event every day on over 8 accounts. And here's a perspective, guys. Check this out. Tyrone got a Chak egg sack twice. He dropped 2 Chaks, 3 or 4 even confettis, and I think around 8 Aureliums, because he was multi-boxing every meta event every day on sometimes upwards of 10 accounts. That is how powerful multi-boxing is, guys. Multi-boxing is honestly broken. It is broken. Yeah. ANET employee in chat. Multi-boxing is legal. ANET have said it's perfectly fine to multi-box. What is this? Colossal Greatsword skin. What we got going on here? Your enemies will tremble at the sight of this massive weapon. Its raw power is awe-inspiring, but do you have the strength to wield it? And honestly, it's kind of nice to have like a more basic skin, right? I kind of like that. That's good. As opposed to the usual crap that gets put in the gem store. Very good. Huge. It's a massive weapon, guys. Is it meant to broadcast input, though? No, you can't do that. But, guys, look. Who's got the clip? Who's got the clip of me getting full rewards from Dragon's End by teleporting in at 1%? Who's got the clip? Is it like ! Leech? I don't know who's got it. But you don't need to broadcast inputs to get credit in Guild Wars 2, guys. I got full rewards from Dragon's End by hitting the boss maybe once or twice at 1% health, guys. At 1% HP, I got full loot. So yeah, you don't need to broadcast your inputs in order to win. Oh, no, 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 no. Very nice. The clip is lost. I don't think the clip is lost. It's around there somewhere. Rate the weapons you saw from top to bottom. Honestly, I think they're all good. I don't think I'd say that there's one that I'm not interested in. I think I'm interested in every single one of them right now. I think they're all really cool. I don't think I'd say any of them is better or worse. In particular. I think Warrior Staff might be the one that I'm probably going to play with the most, but that's mostly because it's like a totally new build. Like, Warrior Staff is I feel like Warrior Staff is going to be extremely high impact, definitely in PvE, purely because it's a totally new build. Like, a lot of the other weapons, they're kind of going to add on or, like, fit in to other builds that exist. And there'll probably be some new stuff that pops up as well, but it's, yeah, like, the really big new stuff is on the, is on Warrior Stuff. Rate the new weapons so far in terms of the amount of portals they cast. Well, that definitely is where the Mesmer Rifle has the advantage. That's for sure. It does have the edge. Yes. Omega Lull. Guardian's pistols. Well, I mean, we're getting 1 a day, so, you know, you don't have to wait very long. Someone is going to be last, though. That is confirmed to be the profession that ANET hates the most. I'm glad you're enjoying the Zero Day Hero. Nice, Stormy. It's a great series. Classic series right there, guys. We love to see it. We love to see it. Yeah. All of them look good? I agree. I think all of them do look good. We all know it's Elementalist. I mean, Elementalist Pistol, main hand. That is going to be big. Legendary Relic on Zero to Hero. Well, the thing is with Zero to Hero, guys, I explain this every single time. I don't think I can really teach anyone anything super interesting on Zero to Hero anymore. In terms of account progression. If you watch that series, you can get literally anything in the game easily. Right? I mean, how much gold did I grind? Like, I got more account value in 1,000 hours than most people will ever get. Like, in like 10 years of playing. So, I kind of did it, you know, I beat it. Zero to Hero is over. I can stand on a tower wall and shoot a portal outside to portal people in. Yeah, seems that way. Looks like that is likely to be the case. I think one thing that is important, actually, is how fast this is. I guess it's a rifle bullet, so it's going to be pretty fast. But this really, if this is like an almost instant cast ability, this actually gets way better. Because otherwise you're going to have a delay on it as well. And the bigger the delay, the more awkward it's going to be. Yeah. Nice. It helps that you drop the Dragon Eye infusion. Nope, it didn't. I put that in the guild bank. Instant portals. Well, you know, you got to get that portal gun feel, right? You know, dimensional aperture. It's kind of interesting. You know, surely this is a reference to aperture science, right? I like that. We love to see it. Yeah. Yes. Zero to Hero with only rifts. Yeah. People trying to... Well, I mean, there is a bit of the... Like, I think people are somewhat resistant to how easy Zero to Hero was. I think when people see me do something and it's very easy for me and it's something that they struggled with massively, it does rustle people a little bit. That's why there were so many people who were like, you were buying gems, this is bullshit, this is all fake. There were definitely like a couple of people who did get very rustled by Zero to Hero because they couldn't mentally handle the fact that actually they just had very low knowledge of the game and that's why their progression was so slow. What's interesting about this is, does the rifle have the Everbloom effect, by the way? Because I don't think this player is using Everbloom, right? It's actually the rifle that has this effect, guys. So you actually get HTCM for free. Like if you or is that just like on the is that on that particular weapon? Is that on the skin or is it like the weapon effects? Oh, it's like it's a yeah. Oh, it's the weapon skin. Yeah, nice. Dude, so wait, there's a skin where you get Everbloom for free. That's honestly fucking based, actually. I like that. Feels bad. I don't know what skin it is, to be honest. Yes. The meta super class, and some Guardian, Rev or Warrior. In my opinion, I've enjoyed the series much more. Well, I mean, Rev was even more meta, though. That's the thing. And wait, all three of those classes are hyper meta, by the way, during the course of the challenge. Like, Ranger, Rev, and Warrior were also giga, hyper, uber meta. Those are like the worst examples you could have given. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah. I'm obviously going to pick, like, the best build. I'm going to pick, like, good builds. I feel like no matter what I did, Nuri, you would have said that no matter what. Because, I would always have played a good build. I would never play a bad build. Because I feel like what you're saying there is you wanted me to play a bad build, right? Like, you wanted me to play, like, a deliberately bad build. But I would never do that, because that's bad advice. Why would I give the advice to people to play a bad build? That makes no sense. I'm always going to play a good build, no matter what profession I play. Yeah. Simple as that. But yeah. Yes. You have to play like most Guild Wars 2 players play. Well, that was kind of... you know, it's actually kind of interesting is that some people actually do have that opinion that I should have, like, deliberately made mistakes that other players make. But what would be the point in that? The whole point of the series was to show people how to do things well, not how to do things fucking badly. Holy shit. I was very confused about this. It's like, what would you want me to do here? Like, deliberately pretend that I'm clueless? Like, no, obviously I'm not going to do that. Yeah. You deleted a bunch of Ascended Rings? Well, to be fair, that was for the content, though, right? Yeah. You know, that was a valuable life lesson, guys. Okay? You know, a valuable life lesson. Anyway, we should probably do the actual review of this, shouldn't we? We should probably do the actual full patch review. Because look, I am unironically doing a short stream, guys. I'm probably only going to stream for a little bit more after this, after we're done here. And then I'm just going to bed straight up. Yeah. Yes. Very nice. Yeah. It's time. It is time. Sad you can't see us. Oh, I can. I'm just reading the Twitch chat right now. But I can see you. YouTube chat, I see you. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, what do you mean? You didn't send a message, did you? Where was your message? I only see messages from Mathanth P and somebody 374. Boom. So have no fear, YouTube. I see you and I love you. Have no fear, my friends. Boom. Yeah, exactly. I have caught the YouTube chat. I have caught the YouTube chat, man. That's how it is. Yes. YouTube gaming. Let's go. But yeah, to be clear here, let's just clean this up here, bro. At the time when I was doing Zero to Hero, I could have played Herald, no problem. I could have played Druid, no problem. And for Warrior, Spellbreaker was good, right? Spellbreaker was good at that point. So it's like every class that you mentioned there, like, had a really good build to play. And yeah, all of those would obviously have been fine. Elementalist? Well, I mean, I would have played Tempest on Elementalist, and it would have been alright. Elementalist definitely was relatively weak at that point, to be honest, but it wouldn't have... It wouldn't have prevented me from doing anything. Like, I think people live under the illusion of the fact that, if Teapot played a bad build, he wouldn't be able to succeed, and... No, it would have been easy. It wouldn't have stopped me in any way. And look, you've got to understand, guys, that worst case scenario, I will literally just solo every single fractal in tier 4. Like, I wouldn't let it fail, right? Like worst case, I'm just going to solo it. And, you know, like, if I can't manage to keep all of, like, the people in tier 3 fractals alive, then fuck it. I'll just do it myself. Like, if... yeah. Ah. Nemesis meta is a lie. Yeah. True. It is indeed true. But annoying for some pugging. Well, the thing is, when I pug, I don't join other people's groups, right? And you know what? People care way less about profession than you think. It wouldn't have been annoying, actually. Like, because realistically, people will just... If you join and you're confident... People are like, fuck it, I'll play, right? Like, get in here, right? Or at least if you make your own group, it's really not a problem. It is really, really not a problem. Very, very nice. Incredible. Zero to Hero on NA. You know, I think the one thing about NA that could have been potentially a little bit interesting is actually that apparently, like, the living world maps are a bit less active all the time. Like, on EU, you can literally get groups for, like, the Aurora collections at, like, 4 a.m. in the morning. No joke. I know that because the first time I did Aurora on my Elementalist, almost all of it was basically very early in the morning, around 3 to 5 a.m. So you can always find people for that. So, and my understanding is, I got a lot of feedback about this on the Aurora section, that people were like, there is no way you could do this on NA. And again, that might not be true, guys. That I'm just saying what people told me. I have no idea. To be honest, I suspect they're probably lying. People always like to make excuses, especially in this game. Like, Guild Wars 2 players are famous, I can't do it people. So they might have just been, like, talking bullshit. But yeah, is what it is. Yeah, I did get a lot of complaints about that. Is that there's no way you could do this on NA. I'm just not sure I believe them, though. Big. NA Gaming. Create squad. Yes. Just tag up. NA. Zero to Hero NA version. Oh man, what a meme. You know, I wonder if there is like an interesting challenge. I could do... What's like an interesting challenge you could actually do? You could do... Thing is, there's nothing interesting you could do. I could do like... How fast could I like full clear raids on a completely new account? Something like that. The thing is, you can easily do it in less than 12 hours, like 100%. Like you can just, it would be honestly way less than 12 hours. It would be so fucking free actually. It's too easy. That's the problem, right? Yeah. Because all you'd have to do is, I mean, you have your Celestial build, so you play some, like, random healer bullshit. You get your elite spec, and then you just start raiding. Job done, easy. Like, you know, weirdly enough, you could actually do it on, you could even do HTCM, because you could just play Celestial Mech, right? If you just go Celestial Mechanist, then yeah, you can easily do HTCM day one. It's kind of like the weird thing about Guild Wars 2, right? Like, the game really has, like, no ramp up in terms of, like, progression whatsoever. Like, you could even do it with 10 fresh accounts. You'd actually be slowed down because you'd have to grind a bit of gold. You'd have to buy a full set of Berserker gear. So, here's what you would do. If you were going to do 10 accounts day one HTCM, it would be... 2 NGs, 2 Virtuosos, 2 Revenants, 3 Revenants, because you do double Herald and 1 Vindicator, and then after that you do 3 Reapers, and you just get all of your elite specs. You get a full set of Berserker armor and trinkets, which you can easily grind in one day, if you wanted to, full exotics, and you load into HTCM and you kill HTCM with that. So that would be fine. You'd be no problem, guys. You'd be no problem. That's kind of the weird thing. It's almost like hard to. It's actually quite difficult to do challenges. Someone remarked about this on YouTube, and it's a good point. Like, it's hard to do challenges, like, you know, like the Swampletic stuff in OSRS, because everything is like short. Right, it's like incredibly fast. Like almost any challenge you can come up with, it's doable in like a single day, right? In Guild Wars 2. Like you could literally be HTCM day 1, right? Like literally day 1. Pretty comfortably too, actually. Like doing it in exotics wouldn't be that bad. It really wouldn't be that bad at all, to be honest with you. But it's less impactful than people think. You wouldn't have Ascended Food, which would be kind of a bit of a pain, I guess, because Ascended Food is pretty high value a lot of the time. But you'd be fine. And playing Celestial Mech is obviously worse than playing Minstrel, but it's certainly not, you know, it's not going to make you not clear it. Yeah. HCM is Core Ellie. I mean, the problem with Core Ellie is it's like a Condi build, right? So, and any Condi build, it just sucks on HTCM. You'd want power from the World vs. World vendor. I actually think World vs. World vendor is probably going to be too slow. It's going to be cheaper and quicker to grind the gold by doing meta events and stuff than it is, especially like the high value ones, like the ones that give you raw gold, are going to be really good for picking up a set of Berserker gear. I mean, look, to get like a set of Berserker gear, how much gold do you need? You need like, what, 60 gold? Or something like that? I guess it's a bit more expensive because you need the relic these days, but you need like 100 gold. So that's like 5 hours of grinding, and then boom. You basically have gear that's easily good enough to beat the hardest boss in the game, huh? Yeah. Is Powervert using Conivert was better? Powervert is better in HTCM, but Condivert, yeah, is going to be played in most other places. Although, you know, you play it on power, you know, bosses that are like very power-oriented as well, of course. But yeah, I mean, Powervert is actually not the highest DPS in the universe. It's mostly because power damage is way better on HTCM. Not only because it's a very burst-oriented encounter with the ads and so on, but also because the boss takes more power damage than normal. You can do it for 10 gold if you World vs. World. Yeah, but you guys are underestimating. You need a lot of Badges of Honor. Badges of Honor are easy to get, but they'll take a surprising amount of time to pile up, right? How many Badges of Honor do you need for a set of armor? There's no way it's worth it. In terms of time efficiency, the World versus World armor is extremely cost efficient, but there's absolutely no shot that it is time efficient early on. No way. No way. 2K badges in 2 weeks? What? You don't dunno. Guys, I'm talking about gearing in 5 hours. Yeah. Yes. And it also depends, like, how much action's going on, I guess, as well. Yes. Insane. Honestly, doing it through World vs. World would be fun, because we could play as a group, right? Oh, man, that would be pretty hype, actually. Maybe I should do it. Maybe we should do that just because of doing that. Oh, man, that'd be kind of fun, actually. We could go around as, like, a squad of 10, like, roaming and, like, farming all the little boxes. That would be pretty good. Yeah. Ah, yeah, I saw the Spirit Healer. It's pretty good, actually. Did you see the season starts with Incorporeal and Sanguine? I'm actually inclined to agree with Eddie here. I actually think it's not that bad. Sanguine is not going to be that relevant because the key level isn't that high. And Incorporeal is actually very easy if you're playing a Demon Hunter, which we are. So I think it's actually not as bad as it might initially sound.
June's last gala, all the big names were there. Except
and it means you don't have there's no bolstering, right? That's good. And it would be better if it was like storming, I guess, like some like worthless shit that does nothing. But yeah, I actually don't hate it that much. And honestly, our comp is actually good at dealing with this. Our comp has DK, so I can pull them out of the Sanguine, which should be good. We also have a lot of ways to deal with Incorporeal, right? Because we have Paladin, we have Paralyze. Oh yeah, holy shit, dude, we hard counter Incorp, no? Because we have Paralysis on Monk and Demon Hunter. We literally hard counter it, no? Our comp is insane against it. Oh yeah, and we have Typhoon from Mice as well. So yeah, we have Ring of Peace, we have Typhoon. And we have Imprison on Demon Hunter and Paralysis on Rogue. Yeah, like, the affix is super easy for our comp, actually. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a problem. I don't think you're ever taking Repentance because you're always taking Blinding Light in M+. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can do Turn Evil on Paladin. For an extra, you have to shuffle a talent point, but we have instant cast ones because Paralysis is instant cast and so is Imprison. So, I think that we have a really, we have like no hard cast ones, right? We don't have any hard cast CCs. Yeah. Yes. Quite a few bounce chests you can't right click or complete events. Really? That's crazy, actually. I wasn't aware of that. I guess like the meta chests, I guess. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'll get the 20 silver piece of named armor off the TP, get the Ascendant accessories, guild commendations, the neck with laurels. Yeah, but we're doing day 1, guys. Holy shit. Yeah. I think maybe World vs. World would be good. Maybe, I'm not sure. You have, like, fuck all pips, though. You have, like, Z pips when you start playing, right? Like, it's gonna be rough if you have no rank, guys. It's not what you want to be. And you get a lot for achievement points, right? Yeah. You get the achievement points. Get some of that going on there, It's, yeah, maybe it is. Some quick weeklies. Yeah, I guess the Wizard's Vault is actually quite juicy as well, isn't it? Because you get all this stuff, right? Ooh, look at that. Insane. Insane value. The Wizard's Vault, guys. Into an OSRS stream where you do 0 to Inferno on stream only and start off with skills, not combat. Nice. How fast can you speedrun 5k achievement points? It could be an interesting project to go 10 new accounts into HTCM, like, immediately. The thing is that, I'd probably do it with leveling, just so people wouldn't complain and not using the boost. It would still be ludicrously easy and doable in 1 day, I think. But, yeah. It would just be a lot of like boring leveling at the start. Although, what's the fastest way to level these days? It's actually a good question. I actually don't know like how I'd go about doing it. Because I don't find leveling that exciting, to be honest. The Wizard Vault specials might be fast. Indeed. Is it like a really good way to level in this game currently? Like really fast? Like just grinding? Yeah. Because if there was something I could just grind, that would be good. Sub 3 hour with the new... Well, like, you mean like these ones? Right, like this shit? The character adventure guide? This stuff? Which starting area is the fastest level? Yeah. Really? Dude, holy shit. How do you do that? How do you go that fast? I don't want to go that fast. I'm way slower than that. I need a guide on this, guys. Wilson's got to give me a guide, bro. That's crazy. Noob guide with a fresh account. The thing is about a guide to World vs. World. Let me tell you the guide to World vs. World. Okay, so, guys. Sorry, guys, somebody clip this. We're going to do this real quick. Okay, check this out. Guys, guide. Press B. Select the Mist War. Look at a map. Look at one that sounds cool. Enter. And here we go. This is it. We're going to do this. We got this. It's loading. Fuck. It's loading. Ah! Come on. Get me in. Come on! Alright, there we go. We're in. That's it. Now go out and run around. Look, find other people. Find other people around you and press some buttons. There you go. That's the guide. And I'm being very flippant there, but I mean it seriously. The guide to playing World vs. World is to play World vs. World. You don't need a guide for this. Get in there and just start moving around and seeing what's going on, right? Like, talk to people in map chat, like, get a build, ask people, you know, like, what's going on, like, where the Discord server is, right? Like, what's going on, where are the fights, where's the action, right? Like, do whatever. Or don't do that. Or just, like, run around and cap some camps, right? And then see if people attack you or whatever. Or go and see if players are attacking, like, a tower or some shit. And, you know, see if you can fight those players while they're attacking you. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. There's a variety of activities you can do. Yeah. Enjoy. Yeah. Big. Yeah, this was added last patch, guys. Need to know how to use a com tag? Nah, not really. You know, not many people tag up. Like, there's often, you know, the commander community in World vs. World is it's small, but like you have a lot of people who do it a lot, right? Most people don't tag in World vs. World. Yes. Yeah, just play. Just play. Go. Yeah. Yes. But yeah. I don't know which the fastest starter leveler is. It's probably about even, if I had to guess. Yeah. How do you know where to go if there's no tag? Just wander around aimlessly and see what you run into. It's kind of a sandbox game mode. There's a bunch of random stuff.
I'm sorry. This floor is
Yeah.
inaccessible to residents.
I wish I could make friends and have a raiding party in World vs. World. You can have one within hours. If you talk in map chat, you'll meet a whole bunch of people immediately. You'll at least be able to get into the server Discord, and then you can meet up with some gamers. All that kind of good stuff. Yes. Big. Thought you'd become more invested in World vs. World by now. Do you have any interest in maybe running Commander or doing more World vs. focused things? Not that much love for the game mode anymore. Like if I had like a bunch of friends doing it, then yes. But realistically, I don't. So I'm less interested in doing it right now. And the thing is, I'm also very focused on other things right now that aren't necessarily World vs. World, or indeed Guild Wars 2. Ain't much of that going around. I've tried that. Well, I mean, you just got to get in the Discord server, right? Like, the Discord is where shit is going down, okay? That's the deal. Yeah. Don't ask in Team Chat if you're paired with Mag. I mean, honestly, Maguma is pretty much the optimal PvP server. People cope about this and they deny it, but Maguma is honestly doing it right, okay? They go on EB, they're everywhere, they're swarming you down. That's content. That's what you want to be. Half of the servers on NA are full. Well, I guess that's not ideal. You have limited mobility across all of the servers, I guess. Yeah. Do 0 to hero with a guest who really ain't got no MMO guilds to experience and get them to max level. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that would just be painful. Because the truth is, one of two things would happen. It will be a player like me who's willing to put in effort, and they'd find it very, very easy. Or it will be a player like the majority of the Guild Wars 2 community, and they wouldn't be willing to put in any effort, and I would get tired of them and just stop doing it out of, like, sheer agony after a couple of hours. Yeah. So, and I don't think either of those outcomes is particularly interesting.
Clever woman. Strange.
Enjoy.
Clever.
That's how it is. Yeah. And like either one is not really what people are looking for. Like people want to think that the only reason they aren't succeeding is because they don't have knowledge, right? But realistically, the reason why you don't succeed is because you don't seek that knowledge. Any player who has the right mentality will rip Guild Wars 2 to shreds. Okay, but the reality is that most people aren't willing to put in that work. Like, it really is, effort in is reward out with all of this stuff. If you put in effort to learning about Guild Wars 2, you will not have any difficulties learning Guild Wars 2. However, if you sit around and wait for it to happen, then you'll be in constant pain forever, and you'll never get better, and you'll never learn anything. Because that's just not how it works. Like, you don't just get better randomly, right? You don't just learn randomly, right? You don't sit in a maths class, right? And you just magically learn how to solve the equations, right? That's just not how it works. People think that way about video games. I have no idea why, but they do. But that's just not how it works. If you want to get better at something, you need to actively try and learn it. You need to actively devote effort and attention to it. If you don't, it won't happen. Simple as that. Yeah. Boom. What class do you recommend for a 180 ping for World vs. Sword? Any of them. You'll be fine. Yeah. 180 ping is annoying, but pretty manageable, to be honest, in a lot of those situations. Once it starts getting to, like, 300, that's when it's like, yeah, this is a bit not good. PTR keys. Yeah, we can probably do some PTR keys, Dranet. Maybe not Thief. Nah, Nudie plays Thief at, like, 300 Aussie ping. You'll be fine. Yeah. You're fine. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Like, where do I get petrified wood from? Well, I mean, you've got to, you know, like, the thing is, what's good about a question like that is that you can tell them, you know, this is a great question, super interesting question, but check this out. If you have a question like this, you don't need to rely on us. The wiki has the answer for you. So instead of flaming them and say, listen, dickhead, look it up on the wiki, you can go, well, here's how you get petrified wood, and check this out. The wiki is really good for kind of looking up items and, you know, kind of getting like a data-related answer for a question like that. Something like that. Yeah. So you've got that going there. Yeah. That is the deal. Draubed. This is the most draubed raid ever. Dude, Roy, I need your help, man. Jester is currently sleeping 3 to 4 hours a day. Vivi is sleeping 2 hours a day. I need you to do something about that. Okay? You know, that is your job as ANET dev. You've got to make that happen. It's not my fault. Like, how is it my fault that they're doing, like, 2 hours sleep a day? Yeah. Ah, yes. Very, very nice. Very nice. I mean, I do sometimes not sleep. I will give you that. Like, that kind of is a little bit true. It's a little bit true anyway. For a casual player, would you just mech or scrapper? If the focus is only open world, I think both are actually fantastic for that. They're both really tanky, really robust, and deliver a lot of value as well. I'd say that, yeah, I'd say both even, right? Because they have different roles. Like, mech can do alacrity, scrapper can do quickness, and they're different play styles. And they actually can share gear sets pretty easily. I'd just go ahead and do both. Mix it up. Let's go. Mix it up, yo! Yeah. Very nice. Insane. You don't. Someone actually said something really interesting. You don't learn by playing the game. Honestly, not really. You don't learn by playing the game because you need to. Playing the game isn't good enough. You also need to be thinking about, is what I'm doing good, right? Like, if you just play the game actually doesn't give you particularly good feedback because the game is very easy. Guild Wars 2 is not a hard game from open world and honestly a lot of instance content. You can actually play extremely badly and use very bad strategies and beat almost everything in Guild Wars 2. So there is this kind of added complexity with Guild Wars 2 that you actually have to do a lot of introspection and kind of evaluation on if what you're doing now is good or not. It's not good enough just to beat the content. It will get you a very small way up the skill ladder, but it will not get you very far up the skill ladder because you won't. The game is not necessarily going to give you the feedback on if you're actually doing it right or doing it wrong. Especially not in open world. You definitely won't in open world. Like, there are a lot. This is a really common problem that you run into, is that players are like, man, I'm farming everything in open world. Holy shit, I'm smashing all of these world bosses. And they go into, let's say, a fractal or, you know, a strike mission or a raid, and they go, holy shit, this is impossible. Why is this so difficult? I'm farming everything in open world. I'm doing it right? And then, of course, they realize that, no, they really weren't. It's just that the game was not really giving them the feedback, that they weren't really doing anything super effectively in open world. Yeah. What would you want Necro Sword to have? I think it could be really interesting what they do with Necro Sword. I could see them going in a lot of different directions. Personally, I would be incredibly interested to see what would happen if they did go a more support angle, and it was like a support main hand than like a DPS offhand. That could be really cool. Because then Dagger could be kind of like the DPS main hand, which it kind of is. You play Dagger Torch on Reaper now for optimal damage. And then you could actually have Dagger Sword, right, in your offhand for more damage. And then Sword could be like a support main hand style weapon. It could also be a hybrid, right? It could be like a power damage main hand, like hybrid support thing as well. Because Necro, look, as much as I hate to say it, guys, we can clearly see that they're really going after holes in roles here. Necro doesn't have a support main hand. It barely has a support two-hander with staff. Like, barely it has a support. It doesn't have a support weapon. So I could 100% see them going in that direction again, just to kind of make that build more well-rounded. Funnily enough, I actually do think that the sheer amount of barrier that Heal Scourge outputs is going to keep it competitive pretty much no matter what, especially given the strength of Herald right now. And yeah. Yes. We'll see. We shall see. Support Sword. Very nice. We'll see. T-Bot awake at 4 a.m., joining Cute Gamer Girl's Discords. I did that, actually. I did join Cute Gamer Girl Discord at 4 a.m., yeah. That did happen, actually. That is true. Yeah. I'm in. You're officially a Cute Gamer Girl. That is true, actually. It's accurate. It is, indeed, true story. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably going to be some mobility, right? Big mobility on Necro Sword, I think. Necro Minion Mancer rework. It's probably on the agenda because minions are obviously very popular. It's a very cool part of the Necromancer RP. Guardian pistols aren't support. Oh man, it'd be really funny, but nah, there's no way. It'll be probably range Condi. If I had to guess. It might be somewhat comparable to Harbinger pistol. Because like a more hybrid range weapon. Like Guardian is actually a little bit it doesn't have the best ranged DPS options in general. What Condi though? Well, burning. They're Guardian. Gonna set people on fire. And bleeding, probably. Do you think overall player skill would be better if ANET shifted focus off open world content to instance-based content? No. And the reason is because, like, player skill level is much more dictated. Well, it wouldn't. No, that on its own, no, it wouldn't. Like, you'd need like a really big cultural shift, right? Like, if the game was harder. And, like, you got rewarded for skill more, the player base would be increased. That could be in open world too, though, right? Not just, in... And also, it's really weird. It's really hard to shift it right now. We kind of saw this with Dragon's End, right? I think ArenaNet's idea with the EOD metas was, look, we'll make the EOD metas a little bit harder, and that will make people better at the game. But what actually happened, guys? ANET made the EOD metas harder. The player said, we can't do this. It needs to be nerfed. Right? So the Guild Wars 2 community is very set in its ways. I think it's almost impossible to actually increase the skill level because people won't go, ooh, something's challenging, let's get better. They'll say, this is too hard, it needs to be nerfed, right? And that would happen again and again. And the problem is there's also a precedent for that as well because they did nerf it. They did nerf Dragon's End pretty damn hard very shortly after release, right? So it's like, the player base at this point will almost like expect the same thing to happen again. This is too hard, it needs to be nerfed. This is too hard, it needs to be nerfed. So, you know, I don't think like player base skill increase is very likely, to be honest. Because again, like that's just the way that it's going to go. Yeah. But yeah. On the Teen Tiny... Look, we're going to do the post now, guys, okay? We're doing the post. They did it for the recent CM strike. Not really. Skill atrophy. Finally, Resident Sleeper. Dude, Roy's bullying me, man. Like, I'm so sad right now, dude. Holy shit, it feels so bad. It feels so bad that Roy is just hurting my feelings, dude. It does not feel good. It feels very fucking bad, actually. I'm kind of crying now, actually. I'm very emotional. Yeah. This is rough. Yeah. You know what we need? We need to edit this wiki page, and it needs to say trivia. And it needs to be like a trivia section. And it needs to be, once defeated, Roy, ANET employee in a clean 1v1. That's what we need. Okay? That is what we need, guys. Very big. Yeah. I can ask them to add it to my wiki page. Dude, actually, what's on... No, I'm looking up Roy. Let's see. Here we go. Let's click on Roy Marks. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, what is this? With shaved eyebrows from Extra Life 2022? Why has it got both of, like, the shaved eyebrow pics on? Holy shit. Yo, Nature with a tier 1. That is a good picture. Holy shit. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Echo doing Mythic at 440 eye level? Wait, what the fuck? They're doing Mythic day 0? Are they actually? That's pretty big. Yeah. On NA? Dude, they're going for worlds first. Yeah. Nice. Mark shaved his head along with Calcone and Raymond Lutz as incentive for donations. He shaved his head again as an incentive. Roy played with Tyler Cohen, a fire wizard obsessed with balance in the Tiny D6 campaign, which is definitely not canon. This is fucking good shit. I love this stuff. This is good. Roy is named after him. Or maybe he's named after Roy. We don't know. We actually don't know. This is a good wiki page. I like that. That's good. Wait, Wait, for Liquid? Oh, wait, what? Dude, holy shit. This race is off to a good start. Basically, guys, there was an exploit in WoW that could allow you to gain, like, massive reputation for a new faction that had a variety of bonuses. But I guess, wait. Who got banned, guys? Like, what the fuck? Who got banned? Wait. That's so unfortunate. Check the picture. Wait, what do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, no! Wait, what? Wait, Goob, Dronico, Dryany, and Atlas got hit. THD, Lip, JPC, Donkey Gary, and among those that didn't get hit. Okay, right. Oh, dude, THD, because they know he's based. That's why. You got away with it. That's crazy. Like, what? Oh, man, that's a funny meme. I got permabanned for seeding too hard. Nice. Just to ban players for avoiding the torture. I do like it. This is pretty funny, actually. If you ask me. I am highly amused by this situation. Yeah. Had levels they lost across their entire count in the ping. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rough. They have been cleansed. Echo isn't the crown cheaters anymore. Well, I mean, like, didn't everyone cheat, though? I feel like everyone was doing that, though. Am I crazy? I feel like everyone was, like, giga exploiting this. It's funny that not everyone got banned. Very nice. Oh, Method wasn't? Oh, Method is clean. Let's go. They're the clean, respectable guild. Yeah. Dude, holy shit. Wait, Echo... Wait, so Liquid got hit way harder then, right? So wait, is this negative number mean that they got bonked? It's like 2 Echo players got, like, nuked? And I guess Liquid got bonked very hard. Yeah. Insane. Classic WoW, how long till they reach the current raid tier? It will take you a while, honestly. If you're gonna play Era, Classic Era. Or do you mean Wrath? In Wrath, it's probably a lot quicker. Yeah. All right. Never mind that. We can talk about that a little bit later. Now, my friends, it is time to discuss the long-anticipated, hyped-up, broken toolkit of Rifle Mesmer. That's right, we have Rifle Support Mesmer is fully enabled. Rifle Mesmer's direct allies to the nearest emergency exit. I absolutely love that. What an opening line there. Let's go ahead and get into this. Some pretty exciting stuff here. A bit secretive, I will spoil that. This is quite a secretive one, so, you know, prepare to see the real deal on the stream, but we have got some pretty cool stuff here. So, here we go. So, Rifle is a long-range support weapon packed with healing and tools to help your allies. We have the video playing here. We've got all the pink effects of the rather dapper Mesmer just going crazy all over the place here. And some of these abilities look pretty cool. We actually have a pretty large AoE, maybe a blast finisher too, and that will be relevant for supports. Bear in mind, Relic of Caracosa, so you get an AoE heal on blast finisher. Is very, very good as well. And notice that this is a ranged support weapon. So we know that Chronomancer is very likely going to be a powerful healer in the next balance patch. But one of the weaknesses that it actually has is, one, its burst healing might not be quite as good as other healers. It doesn't have barrier access, which, you know, a lot of really powerful healers are going to be having over the next couple of patches. And it doesn't have range support. And guess what? Rifle is going to be able to help out with all of those things. We have long-ranged healing, we have barrier on this weapon, and we also have some really fun utility in addition to some extra boon access as well. And that range component is really going to help out Chronomancer when it has to go and do mechanics, because a lot of the current iteration and even the upcoming iteration of Heal Chronomancer, a lot of your support is going to be in a relatively small radius around you with limited applicability at a very long range. So Rifle does help to flesh that out a little bit. Now, you could argue that maybe some classes should have certain weaknesses, and like, oh yeah, maybe this healer is really good close range, but not at long range, whereas this one is really good at long range, but has another weakness. I'd actually be kind of inclined to agree with that, funnily enough. However, judging by these weapon proficiencies, and definitely by this one, it appears that ArenaNet is not going in that direction. There's almost a little bit of some insight into the philosophy that ArenaNet has, especially when it comes to supports. It looks like the direction is going to be kind of giving very high access to pretty much everything of every bit of utility. So adding barrier to more healers, adding ranged healing to more healers, adding better boon access to healers, adding stuff like resistance and these kind of more niche utility boons, or having some access to a lot of these healers, and so on. So let's go ahead and get into it. We've already seen this very exciting video. Look at all the pink. Didn't see the Phantasm skill here, by the way, and this will be a bit of a theme. We get a little bit of a tease, but nothing too crazy here. The rifle is a versatile weapon. As an example of its flexibility, skill 3, Inspiring Imagery, allows the Mesmer to throw out a beacon for their allies to rally to that will burst after a delay and grant them might and fury. Great. Very important boons there. And this is relevant, by the way. You do have might and fury on Chronomancer already, by using your shatter skills, and of course through staff as well. A bit weird on staff, but it's, whatever. This will be much more consistent, and this is confirmed, by the way, to be this ability. Let's see if we can see it here. This kind of orb that's there. Let's say, hang on. Yeah, this. So it's actually a large radius ability. So the boon application here is going to be very solid, and that's ranged, of course, by the way. You can throw that out. So that's also really, really good. When the beacon is detonated early, it will heal instead of granting boons, while also damaging enemies. So again, you have this double fasted skill. You can use it as a burst heal, or you can use it for your boon application. There's a bit of DPS there as well. And there's going to be the usual stuff. There's probably confusion here. There's going to be probably just damage on this weapon, so maybe it has some kind of application as a hybrid. This is very much leaning towards support or a utility weapon, though, in terms of like the skill set here. So yeah, pretty cool skill. And here is the big one. The weapon gets even more exciting when we look at skill 5, Singularity Shot. You shoot a bullet at a target location, again, probably a large radius, similar to that beacon, that grants barrier and resistance to nearby allies. Really nice skill. A singularity will linger at the impact, and it can be collapsed with dimensional aperture. Aperture science, anyone, guys? Here we go. The reactivation of skill 5. The collapsed singularity becomes a single-use, one-way portal that an ally can use to teleport to your location. This skill can be a powerful tool to bail out an enemy from a sticky situation with your careful positioning. So this is 1200 range, barrier for a start, and healing, of course, in the third skill, but also this is a one-way portal. I think this is going to have some pretty serious use cases in PvP and World versus World. Very powerful, potentially, to kind of evacuate people from bad situations. Funnily enough, as of right now, maybe I just haven't thought about it, I think this is very niche in PvE, because I'd compare this to, say, using a Scourge portal, right? And you don't actually use stuff like that very often, mostly because a big part of what you're trying to do is essentially prevent people from moving in that game mode, right? You want to move as little as possible. But I think there are some situations where you could, someone's gone out to do a mechanic, you can portal them back in, right? That could happen, like on Matthias or Doom, right? Encounters like that have some of that mobility on that. It's still very powerful just with the barrier and resistance, so that might be kind of the broad use for this here as well. It doesn't work on downstates too, because the other ability that you can compare this to is transfusion, right? The ability to kind of grab people, the kind of signature move of, say, a heal Scourge that allows you to retrieve allies. So this is kind of like, you have to do it before they go downstate. So if someone's likely to go downstate, maybe they're in an AoE, you can hit them with this, it will give them barrier, and then you can port them out before they go downstate. So there is potential to rescue people in this way. And the way that this skill works is pretty cool. it puts down a portal, and when they take it, wherever you are when they take it is where they end up. So it's not like where you were when you open the portal. The portal always goes to you, wherever you happen to be. So that means that, you know, if, you're not going to, like, troll someone by teleporting them into an AoE unless you keep standing it for whatever reason. So it is a highly usable skill that definitely has some high potential power in a lot of situations. I think, well, maybe not a lot of situations, but some niche situations. It's a fun skill, We'll have to see how it actually works out. And again, the numbers here are going to be important. Like, if that barrier is really strong, then, oh man, it's going to be disgusting, right? Like, because Heal Chrono having access to loads of good healing, really good boon access, some of the best boon access in the game, in fact, and of course, all the usual Mesmer goodness. Again, you're going to have Chronomancer on this, so you can duplicate a lot of these skills. Always remember that, right? You can double up on a lot of these when you're in Continuum Shift. It's going to be really, really interesting to see how this one actually plays out there as well. And definitely a fun skill, definitely a very out there skill. For sure, if you end up playing this, if there are builds that can use this in PvP, I can imagine this being an absolute menace, right? Being able to evacuate a player 1200 range or even more potentially, that is insane, right? Like, the ability to make that level of space is fantastic in some of these game modes, or bring them in, right? Like, for example, let's imagine that you are on a team fight. You're a support Mesmer of some kind. You're in a team fight. You go on your rifle. You fire out a portal, and then that allows an ally to reinforce to you much quicker to, you know, get into that team fight. In some of these PvP scenarios, that amount of time, you know, let's say 5 to 10 seconds of movement, that can make or break an encounter and really speed up your rotations and speed up your ability to control the map and so on. That type of effect is really good. The question is, you know, is more so, is there going to be a build that is going to be capable of using this? Like, that's the really big question. Heal Chrono, or some kind of more semi-support oriented Chrono, it's kind of been a thing in PvP, not exactly this type of build. It's been more of like almost a hybrid. It's been like a duelist build that also has a lot of value in the team fight simultaneously by dropping down its healing wells and having some supportive wells. We have seen builds like that. Could you fit Rifle on that somehow? I think it's a bit tricky. Like, weapons are very competitive in Mesmer, in my opinion, for PvP, and you do have to give up an entire set. This is not like an offhand that you can take to take the portal. You actually have to commit an entire weapon set, and that is very competitive on a lot of builds, for sure. Funnily enough, I think it's actually kind of the same in PvE. Weapons are pretty damn competitive on Heal Mesmer. Right? Scepter Shield, great set. Tankiness, good boon access, healing with the clone generation on the main hand, and Staff is also really good because it has solid clone generation and good boon access now with Chaos Storm and the Chaos Armor that interacts with the Chaos trait line to apply that regeneration, of course, and just the random boons that you get from Chaos Armor. So weapons are actually very competitive, and I could actually see it going both ways and maybe even being situational. Sometimes maybe you're going to go with Scepter Shield and then Rifle. Maybe you would go Rifle and then Staff as well. It might be situational, and again, it's highly going to come down to the numbers. I think it's almost too early to predict now. If the chaos numbers are insane, so like your regen uptime is super free and your prot uptime is super free and your might uptime is super free because of Rifle, then I could see you going, oh, well, maybe I don't really need to have, I don't really need to have any of those weapons really. And, and like the weapon set is free, right? You can take whatever you want, right? But if that's weaker, then you might go, well, if I need might, then I might want to go ahead and have shield, right? Because shield's got that extra might generation, right? It really depends. Pretty situational. Pretty damn situational. The thing about this portal thing here as well, and this will probably hamper its usability in pug groups, is that this is kind of very reliant on communication. Because, don't worry, random Mesmers aren't going to be able to, like, randomly port you to them, like, at will. You have to take the portal, right? It opens a little portal, and then you have to take it. So honestly, in a lot of situations, I feel like this is going to be an ability that you're going to go, oh, guys, I'm going to heal Chrono. Let's go. I'm going to rescue that guy. Yeah. And then they're going to completely ignore it. They're going to completely ignore it. So maybe you have to ping that you're using the skill if you're in a pug. But being on voice, that's where a skill like this is really going to come into its own, of course. Because then you can go, all right, I'm going to port you, right? Or you can even plan ahead. You go like, oh yeah, I've got the bomb. Let's say on Doom, right? Someone's running out with a bomb. You can say, I'm going to port you back. There's going to be a portal for you. To come back. And that's where this ability can really shine, giving you that DPS uptime, giving you that safety of getting back to the group just barely in time, and giving you some flexibility on how you can approach various mechanics in PvE. Could definitely be interesting. Cooldown here is relevant too. Like, this quite possibly will have a short cooldown. Weapon skills typically don't go super long, so I'm thinking this could be a 30-second cooldown. I could see them making it less, even, to be honest, because of kind of using it for that support element. This might have, this could be, it could be like anywhere in the range of 20 seconds to 40 seconds is what I'd expect this to be at. They're not going to go like a mega long cooldown skill. The only class they do that on would be Elementalist, because Elementalist has loads of other abilities that you can rotate in. That's why, you know, Obsidian Flesh, right, it's like a very long cooldown. That's also a very powerful effect, right? So, yeah, it's going to have a long cooldown. But yeah. It's big. Yeah, that's a good point for the chat. It is very good for our jumping puzzle mesmer helpers, right? You could like be portaling people up like crazy with this thing. The combo portal. We absolutely love to see that. Fantastic. Very, very good stuff. But yeah, I think this is actually pretty exciting. Definitely one that I'd like to see more fleshed out. And I will actually point out a couple of things. The Phantasm skill is very important here with this. Very, very important indeed. Like, is it going to do damage? Is it going to give boons? Is it going to heal in some way? Super important. We also don't know the full toolkit, the auto attack. Auto attack on support builds, and this sounds really weird, auto attack is very relevant. Like, support builds that have good autos, usually pretty good. Because you have that constant value. It's why Mechanist auto attack with the barrier was so good. It's why Scepter with the barrier on the auto attack on Revenant is going to be so good. That constant, consistent value is really good. And if Rifle has that, that's going to be certainly great for PvE at the very least. The Phantasm is also very relevant, again, because you can reset that with your Signet of the Ether. You can kind of really double down on that if it's going to deliver you that huge amount of value. You might not end up going with that. Honestly, a lot of heal chrono heal skills are honestly quite mediocre. You might go, oh, but just take the healing well. Yeah, the healing well is good. It has a massive heal, but it's on a delay, right? It's whatever. I think you're surprisingly flexible there. And of course, maybe this has some DPS potential too. Again, I am expecting a lot of these weapons to at least have pretty passable damage, or at least work if you commit to them. Doesn't really look at, we don't really know if it's going to be a power or condi focused weapon in terms of its damage. Could be both, right? Who knows? Maybe it's like a support damage power condi weapon. Who knows? A little bit of everything, I suppose, in that regard. And of course, we also don't know the remaining 2 skill, which is likely going to be a short cooldown ability. I'd probably say it's going to be a bit support-oriented to kind of complement the overall set, because we actually have one weapon skill here dedicated to kind of utility, right? It does have that flip skill with the barrier, so you have got that going on. And of course, the 3rd skill is also a flip skill, because it can either give boons or it can heal, and it can also do damage as well. So there's a lot of variety going on there with this setup. So a lot of unanswered questions, and I think to really give the full perspective, we are in fact going to have to wait here. This is definitely one of those weapons similar to Warrior, where I really wish we'd seen like one more skill for that could have given us a lot more to chew on. Whereas here, well, maybe that's the point. I'm feeling very teased right now, you know. I want more. I want to see more. Definitely really hyped to try out the heal chrono build. Even without the rifle, I think that build is going to be great. So, you know, that's good news, I guess, for any heal chrono enjoyers. This might push it just a little bit further up to the next level of a really fun build to play. Like, abilities like this, even if they don't end up game-changing, it's always going to be a lot of fun, right? This is going to be a really fun skill to use, even if it isn't like mega broken from a PvE perspective. You know, if it worked on downstate players, this would be disgustingly broken, especially in PvP and World versus World. That's probably why it doesn't, okay? Because yeah, then it would be like an insane ability, disgusting skill. Remove that from the game immediately, please. But it's going to be good content. We also have to see the Mirage ambush skill. There could be some potential for this to fit in on Mirage too, in some way. Like maybe on a DPS Mirage, maybe on Heal Mirage. Yeah, not sure about that one. But we'll see, I guess. You know, it'll be content. It'll definitely be some content there. But anyway, that's going to be it for Rifle Mesmer. Okay, a lot of mysteries still here. I guess that's fitting to the theme of the Mesmer, I suppose. But anyway, we are done for today. Another day, another weapon reveal, gamers. Come back tomorrow for more weapon reveal gaming here on this channel, here on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Okay, do you think this is good? Do you think it's complete trash? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think of the fashion they picked? I think they're doing a pretty good job. That's the most important thing here, indeed. Rifle will open support options for Mesmers and provide interesting decision points for players in moment-to-moment gameplay. I certainly hope so. Very exciting times ahead for our support Mesmer gamers. That is it. Thanks for watching. And of course, watch the live stream as well. All that kind of good stuff. I'm out. I'm done. That's it for today. Boom. Nice. Big. It's over. What do you think of a boba, by the way, Matter? Get in there. It's a pretty good one. What do you mean you can't see it? I'll show it on stream. There's a boba. I'm showing it to you now. Yes. Dude, the raid is pretty fucking fire, man. Check this out. They're fighting a giant worm. That's the kind of content I want in Guild Wars 2, man. Giant worm snake or something. Giant worm lava snake. Yeah. Boom. Big. Feral is blasting. Dude, maybe Mice mains Feral. Let's go. It's time. Yeah, Max is blasting, guys. Max, a.k.a. Liquid Leader. All right, we're in. I feel like Matha should join Cute Gamer Girls. I can give you the Discord invite link, Matha. I mean, Mice mains Feral. Maybe it's time. Maybe Mice is about to activate. Potential clients? Holy shit. Dude, Crunch is savage. I need Tempest to have more barrier access for Earthbender. And maybe Pistol. Pistol main hand. They're going to have water and earth. So there is some potential there. They could fit in some kind of support to it. To make it useful for Tempest. In the support context. Could happen. I feel like that's kind of the advantage of Ellie, right? Ellie always has water and earth. So that gives ArenaNet a lot of ways to make the weapon work on a lot of different builds. They can 100% give it that flexibility. Honestly, easier than any other spec. And they've been trying to do that, right? They've been trying to make all the weapons pretty damn flexible. So far. So I think we'll probably see that continue with Pistol on Elementalist. And they have 3 skills. Bear that in mind. Look, they have essentially 6 skills that they can work with, right? They're going to have water and earth if they want to make it, well, I guess 4, right? Because 2 auto attacks and then, 2 sets of 2 abilities, so kind of, right? But yeah. Why doesn't Earth Overload share its stability with allies? It wouldn't be good even if you could do that, because one of the really interesting problems that Tempest has, and it deserves to be very powerful because of this, by the way, is that Tempest has to apply its boons in a rotation. This is I think it's the only healer that operates this way. And because it behaves that way, it needs to have a pretty serious compensation for that in terms of its power level. Because no other healer in the game behaves that way. Every other healer is able to, be very, very reactive and with like how it uses its abilities and how it rotates through all of its abilities. It's only Tempest that has this almost rotational aspect attached to it, where you have to go fire, earth, fire, earth, fire, earth, fire, earth, fire, earth, and so on, in order to do what you need to do. Yeah. Big. Honestly, you know what we need? Matter, when are you bringing back the old Soul ARP demolishers? Seriously, when are you bringing that shit back? I remember the POG channel, Matter. Where is the POG channel? We need the POG channel. The guild is a lost cause. I'm checking it out. What's going on? You're busy? What are you talking about? Like, you're busy being, like, hard-stuck heroic Sourfang? Like, come on, bro. Yeah. Hard-stuck heroic Marogar or some shit. Yeah. Yes. Wait, what the fuck is this? She is so hot. There is another one. I want to be sandwiched between green dragon mommies. Look at that. Insane. That's wild stuff, guys. Booba! Yeah. Matter would like retail. I'm going to say that. Matter would like retail. Daily reminder that the Great Swag is in retail. Come on. Daily reminder that there is a frog that you can actually pet who comes to the main city, Wellington. And you actually just get to pet him. You can just walk up to him and pet him. Frag. Floating. OS Frog. Guardian NPC. Oh, wait, holy shit. Dude, this is godlike. This NPC once defeated ArenaNet developer Roy Marks in a clean 1v1, calling his skill as a player into question. Holy shit!
It will only teleport to your marked target. If someone else applies a mark from banish, your banish will not work under that circumstance. Or your mighty blow, sorry.
Guardian clearly too strong.
Whoa! Roy getting farmed on stream by the PvP lobby. It will only teleport to your marked target.
Very
if someone
nice.
else applies a mark from banish, your banish will not work.
The clip is
under that
enabled.
Circumstance. Or your mighty blow, sorry.
Guardian clearly too strong.
Whoa! Roy getting farmed on stream by the PvP lobby. It will.
This is pretty big, yeah. That's a big win. A big win for the Guardian NPC. Excellent work, Awesomeness. Awesomeness actually edits the wiki. That's zaced. That is very zaced. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more stream, guys. A little bit more stream. But not much more. Maybe like an extra hour or so, I think. Because it is going to be bedtime for me very soon. Because, yeah, tomorrow is massive World of Warcraft grind. Tomorrow I am getting up at 4:30 a.m. We are going live at 5 a.m. We are doing 14 hours of Mythic Plus. And then probably, what, 6 hours of raiding, I want to say? I don't know. I don't know exactly what we're doing, but that's how it is. Yeah. So we are going big. We are going big tomorrow, my friends. Oh, yeah. Yes. The YouTube chat said WoW is dead and Sag. Don't be Sag. Honestly, we're going to have a lot of fun. I am going to have a lot of fun anyway. Yeah. Do I need to be awake at 5 a.m. for splits? No, splits are at normal time in the evening. I think we're just doing... We're doing just normal tomorrow. I guess maybe LFR as well. I'm not sure. 14 hours of endgame instance content to do? Guys, let me be clear. We will not clear this raid until 2024. Straight up. That's how much content we're getting here. We're not getting content for 14 hours. Dude, we're getting content for like 14 hours every day for the rest of the year. Yeah. So, we're good. Don't worry about that. I'm calling you. Okay, I'm picking up. I picked up the phone. Here we go.
Oh.
Yo!
Oh, a boba. It's fucking time,
yeah.
dude.
Are you hyped up? Are you, you juiced up?
Oh, fucking energies. I just got all the groceries in.
Yeah, yeah. Yo! Angels is ready to activate.
I am not leaving the fucking house.
Yes!
Till we clear Mythic.
Yeah, you're not doing clear Mythic? That's big. How do you feel about the fact that our entire guild is drained as fuck, though? Vivi, 2 hours sleep. Honestly...
Dude, did you see... Did you see what he just put in the drained key juices?
Wait, what did he put? What did he say? What's going on?
He said, I forced myself to sleep at 6 p.m. and auto woke up due to not being used to sleeping more than 2 hours.
Nice.
I go back to sleep,
Dude,
bro.
he's actually fucked. He's actually fucked. Yeah. It's gonna be big. I mean, I'm looking forward to keys, right? Like we got a fat roster, guys. It's gonna be me, Angels, Mice, Dranet and Splurt, and Pepper as well early on. Blasting keys for straight up 14 hours tomorrow. We're gonna have to learn the keys. It's gonna be great.
Yep. I got my weak cores installed to play the game for me. I'm fucking ready to go, bro.
Yeah, it's time. It is time.
Yeah.
How long do you think it would take to clear if it was entirely a players at your skill level? It's less about skill level, more of like how many hours they could put in. Like if our roster could play every day for like 10 to 12 hours a day, we could... I feel like we could do it in... honestly, if it was like that level of dedication, like 12 hours every day, maybe like a month it would take us. I want to say.
I'd go like 3 weeks.
Well,
I'd say 3 weeks.
I felt there's a huge power spike when the head enchant comes through, right? So like I feel like that's what's going to push you over the edge when like that's 4 weeks in, I think.
Yeah, but okay, but like we're assuming there's no skill level increases. I think if you're playing 12
that's
hours
true.
a
Everyone
day,
will get a lot better, yeah.
You are going to get better way quicker. And I think this is actually one of the biggest things we're going to see when we're playing.
Yeah.
Is that players are actually in a position where they are forced to do good DPS.
Yes.
And, you know, like, we're going to bench people that don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hammer is coming.
Yeah, the hammer is coming. You need to pump. You will pump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The logs will be reviewed. Yeah, it should
Will be reviewed.
It should be a pretty blaster. It should be a blaster tier.
Yep.
It's going to be harder than the last tier. In more ways than one. We're going to have worse gear and the bosses are harder simultaneously. And I'm expecting there to be more really hard bosses as well. Like, for example, I think the last 3 are going to be absolutely brutal. I think Smolderon, Tindral, and then Farak is going to be savage, right? It's absolutely going to be savage.
Interestingly enough, they think that Tindral is easier than Smolderon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Smolderon is gonna have the big DPS check.
Yeah.
And we are going to have to fucking blast like nothing else. That might be one of the big walls. I think Naimu might be a big wall for us as well. Not a big wall, but a wall.
Yeah.
Because that requires a bit of like personal
dodge. You have to like dodge the shit, right? There's a lot of that going on, yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest here, guys. Okay, one issue that our guild does have is personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
need to work on.
I think I actually kind of blame Spore Cloak, to be honest, no joke. I feel like people like
yeah.
last tier, they're like, oh, it's okay, and they go, oh yeah, I spored, right? You know, they just go, yeah, I spored.
Yeah.
So I think that now that there's no Spore Cloak, I think people will learn quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are just gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
You know, and that means they're trash.
Yeah. I do like MSC's cheat death macro though. This is great, guys. Whenever he procs his cheat death, his character says, I just cheated on my wife, right? And so it's very good. I like it. Very nice.
It's very high tier.
What's a good elite spec to level up first on a Necro? Reaper. Let's go.
Reaper is the only choice.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, this tier is still warm-up tier, no joke. Like, we're actually still increasing our power level massively. Like, here, you know, we've got a couple of people going hard, but realistically, not everyone's going hard. For the next raid, I would hope that we have everyone up at 5 doing M+, like 20 people M+ing. We also need people just playing M+ more in general. Like, we don't actually have that many people who grind keys at all. That needs to change, right? That's, you know, that's it needs to be improved.
It's a big mentality thing.
Yeah, no raid logging. No raid logging. Log
I don't think
fuck in.
I don't think it's even like a raid logging thing. I think it's actually like a... You know, we have people who do M+, but don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I can understand not necessarily enjoying it, quote unquote.
They need to learn to love
like,
it.
You do it. You do need to just do it, no matter what. You do it for the gear, you do it for the progression, you do it for the self-improvement.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely before we go for the next tier, and you know, like, I mean, you and I are both like long-term focused, right? With regards to this stuff, we need people, we need everyone in the guild being like, yeah, okay, I want to do this because I need to, you know, I need to be better.
Yeah, I want to be seeing like 10 hours M+ grinds daily, right? That's what we need to see. That is what we want to see. That's what we need to see, to be honest. Lapdog's channel nukes. Wait, what's going on there in the Lapdog's channel? Let me go read that. I can see all the channels. Oh, wait, it just got deleted? Oh, I see. We like replaced it with like just the other ones, I guess.
Yeah, I cleaned up a whole load of channels.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, I mean, yeah. We're going to have to go hard, though. I really think that if we stick to the plan and we put in the work, we can get the top 200, right? I think it's possible to actually go for Hall of Fame, right?
Holy fuck. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, to be honest, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to think about, like, you know, because, you know, if we focus on that, like, it's just going to be stressful, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, okay, maybe it's not stressful for everyone else, but stressful for me, you know, organizing all of this stuff. But, you know, certainly just sticking to the plan, it's possible.
Yeah. It's time to raid 4 nights a week. It's time to increase it. More intensity.
I'd fucking do it, bro. Like, I'd raid every night.
Yeah.
Unironically.
Honestly, I'm gonna feel super good if we can get ahead of the curve week 1 and get like if we can get like the first set of Farak loot, that's a big deal, right? If we can actually obtain that.
Holy fuck. Yeah. Week 1 AOTC is actually such a big boost for us in general. And I mean, another aspect of this is it's really good for recruitment as well.
Yeah.
Because it says, yeah, you know what, these guys they're not clowns. So yeah, let's fucking go.
Yes, it is time to blast. Yeah, we're talking about retail WoW here, guys, not classic. Vanilla.
Bro, classic raid is dead in like minutes. You know, it's like, in fact, it lasts a shorter duration than a Guild Wars 2 raid. You know.
That is true, but to be fair, that's because everyone like has done it a million times on private servers. The new WoW raid has the slubbling mechanic. You turn to a duck, so it's a little bit like it, yeah. And you have to go eat the spores. And then you also have to... It's actually that's a really cool mechanic. So basically, you get turned into a duck, and you have to clear the mechanics, right? You have to clear the AoEs, basically, the little mushroom patches. But here's the other thing. You also, when that effect expires, if you're near other people, they all get ducked, right? So you have to not polymorph other people into ducks at the same time. Here's the thing, though. There is also a moment where you have to duck the boss. So people need to basically move away from the bear boss, and then you duck the boss, otherwise you get deleted, right? So there's a lot going on.
It's quite a cool boss, yeah.
That council boss is actually pretty cool, yeah. I think it has the potential to completely fuck you on Mythic as well. Because check this out, guys. You've got 3 bosses, and if you have to kill them all within basically the same time. Otherwise, they heal to full on Mythic. Like, literally, they go back to full HP. So, you know, it's over for you if that happens. You know, it's not going to go well. Yeah.
Oh, man. You'll have fun raid leading and stuff when we go and do vaults, and we have to do council on that. Because like there's a lightning mechanic that's kind of like I don't know if there's one like in Guild Wars 2, but it basically spreads when you touch someone else, right? And
the disease.
Inevitably someone spreads it to the entire group.
Very nice.
Like always.
The disease.
And it's always a ranged player.
Yeah. Ranged.
Or a melee player.
Yeah. Or I guess it's anyone then. You know, it could be anyone.
Yeah, no, just grease the tanks. It just grease the tanks. It's a good fun experience.
Very good.
Yeah.
What do you think you'll do after you beat them all? Go beat them all faster? Well, that's when you farm, right? That's when you, well, probably, realistically, after you beat the raid, then I'll start pushing keys really hard with whatever that's going to be. So it'll be keys, pretty much, and then hopefully trying to play M+ competitively while also farming the raid, getting better at the game, getting the really good gear for, you know, for Mythic Plus, and obviously for you know, to consistently beat the raid and farm up all the characters. Ready for the expansion, because that's going to be next. Well, I guess actually you have the next season. Yeah. You have the Faded season. Yeah, and then after that, then you'll go and do the next expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the deal.
Yeah, but it's also a nice time to take a break. You know, chill out a bit.
Yeah.
You can do other stuff.
Yeah, because there is going to be a bit of a gap, because they're shifting to this new expansion model, right? But it's quite interesting, because when they have this new model, the gap's going to be pretty short. It's going to be very similar to how Secrets of the Obscura is, right? You're just going to go, go, go. It's like an expansion every 2 years. So, you know, you're going to have 3 seasons, basically, and then you're going to be going on to the next expansion almost immediately, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. I mean, what surprises me is that the fact that they seem to have a load of content planned out. They said, like, a piece of content every 8 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Even up to the new expansion. So, I don't know, you know, I know, maybe this is a bit crazy, a bit zany, you know, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped a 2-boss raid, as part of Fated, you know? That could be very interesting. It'd be kind of a good time for it too.
Yeah. I could see it happening for sure. Yeah. And I think Mice, he wants to main Feral. Thoughts on that? He is a Feral main right now.
You know the problem with Feral is that it's a melee spec, and there's a lot of good melee specs right now.
And we also have a huge problem with everyone playing fucking melee in this guild. That's
true.
The other problem.
And on top of that, a lot of our good players are melees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you know, I was thinking, you know, what about this? What if Rated played Boomkin? That'd be so crazy, right? You know, we already have one Havoc.
That would be pretty.
That'd be kind of wild if we just put him. I mean, that was his main, right? Treeing. That was his original Boomkin.
That's true. That's true.
He plays Boomkin on Treeing. Mice goes Org, right? You know, Mice is augmentation now. Yeah. So we have the Org main, Boomkin main. Seems pretty good to me.
You know, if Mice plays Org, don't you think his name becomes Morg? You know,
Morg.
just a thought. Morg.
Yeah. You know, this raid, man, it's so fucking brutal, man. You know, do you know why it's brutal? Just realize, guys, this is 4 years of Guild Wars 2 raid content in a single patch. But it's actually more than that, because it's also Mythic, right, as well, at the same time. So it's a good raid, guys. And also the bosses look very good. You know, I'm kind of watching the stream now. They look very, very, very good. All of them. I haven't seen a single boss that is... Like, Abras had some bosses that are kind of cancer, right? Like, that are like, you know... This is a relatively low-tier boss. But so far, all of the bosses look really good. I think one thing that they focused on deliberately, and I think is really intelligent, is they made, like, the first 2 bosses. The easy boss is actually really cool and really interesting, which I think is good. They made, you know, like, I feel like Gnarlroot is actually really cool. And also, Agira is a really cool boss as well. It's like a fun boss. You know, even on, you know, on Mythic, right? I think they're fun bosses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people will go for Council as the second boss, right? And I mean, this is something we are considering, because objectively speaking, Council has the better loot for us. If we wanted to push for week 1, 2 mythics, right?
Yeah.
If we could get some of those pit trinkets going, that would be absolutely massive for our actual raid progression.
Yeah.
But that's a cool boss as well, right?
It is.
Even Volcaros is a very cool boss.
Dude, the snake. I feel
even though
like
it's kind of...
the snake is going to be like one of the best bosses. I feel like in the entire raid, it actually might be very high tier. It's just a simple blaster boss, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I think there's a lot of cool stuff here. I think the one that could be pretty cancer is Naimu.
I think it's only cancer because I feel like there's going to be a couple of people who are just going to fuck you over and over again, no? I think that's what's going to get you. I think it's similar to Rashok in that way. It's like that guy is just going to surf and like touch the little lasers over and over again. It's like, well, it's over. I think some of the telegraphing is somewhat mediocre on that one as well. I think you're going to get a bit memed because everything is like pale green, which is, that's going to be good. It's going to be fun. But yeah, the raid is looking...
Did they just get a staff drop?
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, are you watching?
Did they just get a staff drop? Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think they did.
Holy shit.
That's pretty... Oh my god.
And who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to achieve victory, by the way? Echo or Liquid?
Oh, man. You know what? Like... Echo has like the underdog advantage, right? Underdog...
Because they didn't win last time, right? They're not defending, they're claiming. They're trying to reclaim.
Underdog advantage is like actually a real thing. Like anyone who's done anything competitively knows that. Like it's
for sure.
You fight.
It's less pressure. It's less pressure, and you've got the hunger, right, as well. Liquid right now they're under pressure because they got to defend it, right? They got to hold it, and that is something that you have to consider. Obviously, they're experienced. They're going to be kind of prepared mentally, but it does change things a little bit, right? It is different for sure.
But Liquid is a fucking clean machine now. I don't know.
They were very juiced up in Aberrus, right? They blasted Aberrus very hard.
Yes.
Very hard.
Yeah. I think they've really invested in making sure that the mental is good, like the focus is there and everything, and that really paid off in Aberrus, and I could see that happening again.
Yeah.
And obviously, like the shorter the raid, the more it benefits them. That is a factor. Although I don't think it's ever actually played out, has it?
I don't think you've ever had like the situation where has it ever been killed in the period of time where Echo couldn't play?
No, it's never.
Right, I don't think that's ever happened.
No, I don't think it's ever been an actual. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for every World's First, both guilds have been online at the same time. I think that's always been the case, pretty much. Oh, Sylvanas wasn't, right? I think Echo killed Sylvanas, but that was the other way around, right? Echo killed Sylvanas after Liquid went to bed.
If it's the other way around, then it's not a thing, right?
Yeah.
That's just. The Sparks of Life quest NPC is in the main hub for Emerald Dream, Syrexa.
Big.
Oh yeah, this is actually true. Method is probably not going to be second. They're closing the gap.
They are closing the gap, actually. And that's very exciting because it means all the World's First are going to be kind of a 1v1v1, which is way better. Because it means that I think it makes second place way more interesting as well. Because obviously, let's be honest, the guilds want to get World's First, right? Like they don't care nearly as much about second place, but it makes it more interesting from the viewer perspective, right? Like if it's really close, which it could be. Maybe not this tier, but certainly in the future, almost certainly will end up being very close. With Method kind of really getting in there as well.
I mean, Method's Aberrus performance was very, very good.
Yeah.
Like straight up, they were close. I could see them doing something similar. I mean, they've invested a lot, right? Like the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize is that the gap they're having to close is not just like a skill gap, but it's also like an information gap.
Yeah.
Liquid and Echo, they have full teams where they develop strategies and have analysts and all of that. And Method, bit by bit, are having to build up those themselves and get the information and experience for those people too, which is an enormous factor.
Yeah, it's all about the resources, right? Like the resources that are at the disposal of, again, of like Echo and Liquid is insane, right? It's almost insurmountable, right? It's kind of impressive that Method even got as far as they did, if you think about it, really. I think it's pretty insane.
And Echo and Liquid have poached everything that, like, all the good analysts and everything over the years, so...
It's
Method has to build up
Smolderon.
that stuff.
Smolderon
themselves.
is big. Look at that Smolderon fight. Let's
Holy
go.
shit.
Yeah. That's a juiced fight. They're doing normals right now, right? Are they doing heroic?
Yeah. They're doing normal.
Yes.
Oh, Echo's doing Farak at the moment.
Oh shit, dude! I actually want to see that. I want to see what the fight looks
Yeah.
like. Is that on? Are you watching Scripe?
It's Echo Esports. I'm
Okay.
watching.
Okay, let me get on that one. Oh yeah, they're juiced. Daily reminder, guys, that there was potentially going to be like a Guild Wars 2 event, okay, after this, and ANET didn't respond. Just yeah, quick reminder on that. Oh, dude, are they right on top? I guess they're right on top of the tree here. Oh, wait, whoa, it's like a massive RP fight. Do you see that? Like all the fucking dragons
Holy
are
shit,
there.
dude! Dude, what is this fucking skybox? This is insane.
It's turned orange. That's what's happened. Swirlies. We have some ads spawning here as well. This is big.
You got the heart of a Midrasil that you got to keep alive as well, bro.
Yeah. So it's like it's similar to like the jailer, right? You got to keep that alive.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Big. Holy shit! He comes out in the dragon form. He puts down ads. Oh, nice. Oh, that's gonna be fucking fun. You have to kick them. Nice meme. Okay, infernals. And obviously on normal, it's going to be pretty easy, right? They're just going to kind of crush this, I'd imagine. And we don't even know what the mythic mechanic is yet either, obviously. Although I guess maybe you can you see it in the journal? I guess you probably can now, right? You can probably see what it does.
Yeah, but I mean, there might be secret phase, right? Every expansion has had a secret mythic phase apart from this one so far.
Secret phase. That is big. Let's see. I wonder if they get the legendary from normal, or if they'll delay it like they did with the until mythic, right? Because nobody got the legendary in the race to worlds first, did they? So let's see if they.
It was the first one dropped
When it died,
from
right?
The first cycle.
Yeah, from the first cycle. Yeah. So it's not like they didn't get it during the race, is what I mean. Like nobody was using it like to kill Sakura.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it'll probably be similar, but I wonder if you can like start it, but it's time gated or something. So it won't be relevant for the race, but like you could start doing it. Because I'm very curious how they're going to do it, like how they'll actually handle the legendary thing. Because people weren't happy about it last time.
I believe. Oh man, I saw some Wowhead comment where they said it was going to be similar to the Evoker legendary, but like, maybe a bit more lenient. You know, like. I mean, I hope they just do it right with the.
Yeah, it needs to be not dog shit. That's the key here. Honestly, the fight does look pretty hype actually so far, at least on normal. Of course, there'll be more on heroic.
Oh, so you got to clear these like you got to clear a path so the nice ally people.
Yeah, so they can make
through.
it to the tree because I guess that heals the tree, right? So you have to get rid of those so they can make it through.
Dude, what the fuck? This looks so good, and it's like very visually clear as well. Which I like.
The clarity is definitely better than fucking Sakura, right? Holy shit, it's a lot better than that. Yeah. That is for sure. Definitely the case. Yeah, so yeah, like the NPCs have got to get in there to keep the tree alive, and there's like a wall of like the fire ones. I think you do have to clear all of them. It looks like they have some kind of like spell they cast, but yeah, you got to open it up.
Yeah.
As well. Also, I do have very bad news.
What?
Fucking one of them is Anime God X. Is like one of the names. That's insane. Like that's unacceptable.
Holy fuck.
Did they have some
who
good
is
names?
this?
Wait, holy shit! Look at these names. They have Soy Slinger, Love America, Anime God X, Chicken Little. There's definitely some good ones. Oh shit! Now we're in the dragon phase. You got to pick up these leaves or some shit. Okay, what are they doing with these? There's the breath. I guess like a big
action.
Whoa, frontal. Jess is gonna be in trouble with that. Holy shit! He's gonna die to that one.
Shit.
That's for sure. What are they doing with the leaves?
I don't know.
Or they just pick them up. There you go.
Does it
Maybe
give
that's
them
what
a
you got to
buff or
do.
something?
Well, it gives them a debuff actually. So maybe it's like something that does damage to you. I haven't seen them really doing anything with it. Oh, it looks like there's like a shield you can drop down. So they drop down these patches.
Maybe like KC, not KC, amalgamated shields maybe.
Yeah, so you have to like plop it down. I mean, the boss is dead. It's over.
Yeah,
Soy Slinger. Boom.
Oh, breath.
Yeah, breath. Nobody died to the frontal. That's good. And there you go.
Yeah, that's good.
World's first. It's out, guys. World's first. They killed it on Mythic. That was very easy, wasn't it? What the fuck?
Oh, cutscene.
That's crazy. It's over. It's over. Yeah, wait, did Echo get world's first normal? That's fucking... Let's go! World's first normal. That's crazy. Oh, man.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow, dude, the aspects are getting empowered.
Guys, I'm role-playing. Oh, yeah, because then you have to fight whatever it is, right? They got their juice back. There's everyone's queen. Oh. Oh, shit.
He's empowered,
They're
bro.
empowered.
Okay, what loot do they get? That's what I actually care
Let's
about.
see how they get the OP trinkets or whatever. Here we
Yeah.
go. Let's see how very rare the very rares are. Oh, tag is moving. Fucking finally. Okay, what do they get?
But
I can't see the
move
fucking loot rolls, bro. I can't even see the loot. That's crazy.
He just closed it.
That's based. Yeah, they're hiding it. They're hiding the loot. Nice. Looks like a pretty fat fight, though, to be honest. That looks pretty juicy.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. We love to see it. Incredible. Oh, there's a second cutscene as well, actually.
Oh, yeah.
There's a combo cutscene. So they now have their cool aspect powers back, and I guess they need to... What were they doing it for? They were doing it to fucking fight Iridicron, right, I guess, at this point. Insane.
I can't even fucking remember, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the lore. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
They got glowing eyes now. That's the deal.
Bro, why is the Black Dragon aspect like a Tauren? Like, that's so cursed, man.
I mean,
it should be like something cool, like a Blood Elf, I don't know.
I mean, they're all Blood Elves, though.
Yeah, so? What's wrong with Blood Elf?
Well, I mean, they got to mix it up a little bit, right?
Blood Elf is like objectively the hottest race.
I guess you got the Night Elf for the green one, and I guess Caligos. I mean, he's got like a human, right? Or he's like a hybrid. Like, he's got like pointy ears, but he's got a human. And Nozdum is a Blood Elf, and then Alexstrasza is a Blood Elf. Coom Elf.
Yeah.
Insane. Alexstrasza, my queen.
Holy shit, dude.
Elf tier list.
I wish
Well,
Alexstrasza was real.
there's only 2 elves, guys. You can only be Blood Elf or Night Elf in WoW.
Void Elf?
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah, you can.
Night Elf?
Dude, yeah, you can actually
Oh,
be
no.
loads of elves. You can be like a Void Elf, and you can be the Nightborn as well. So this is 4 elves, I guess.
The Nightborn are actually sick. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Yeah?
They are the coolest, they have the coolest lore.
Yeah? There you go. Elf tier list.
Mm-hmm.
Are you now excited for them to do splits for the entire week?
Yeah, dude. It's nice. Honestly, like, it's fun content to have in the background.
Yeah. Now it's time for 5 days of splits. I always like that the chat like begs. They beg them to play Mythic, and they always say no. We will do more splits, and you will enjoy us doing more splits.
It's it's very interesting, like the fact that so many people actually watch it, you know.
Well, it's because it's competitive.
No, I know, but like the splits, man, like the splits aren't competitive.
Well, you kind of want to see it unfold, though. You know, you want to see.
I guess so,
you want to
yeah.
see like the full thing. You want to miss anything, right? The full gaming, the full juice. The tree
It's
just
gonna be us
seeded.
tomorrow.
It is going to be us tomorrow, yeah. And honestly, we just need to make sure that we're fresh. Although, I guess the normal raid is probably not going to be that hard, let's be honest. It should be pretty fine. We're doing are we just doing normal tomorrow, or are we doing LFR as well?
I think we want to save LFR realistically. The reason being is that we want it to kind of fill the gaps on like healer tier sets, ideally. Like, I thought about it a lot, and I think that's the way to do it.
Okay, so what's the plan then tomorrow? We're doing M+, and then raid is just normal then? Because they're doing like 2 full clears of normal, basically, with splits.
Yeah, we do 2 full clears of normal. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna delay the Farak clears, but honestly, like, I think you just do Farak. Like, it's kind of grief if we don't.
Fair
in a
enough.
sense.
And yeah, we just have to be fresh after 14 hours of Mythic Plus.
People are gonna be fucking fresh, bro. Like, for real, for real. Healers at Horde or Alliance. Actually, that's a good shout. I think it's a mix.
I think it is the case. Why is that relevant?
Yeah. Because you can't queue.
Oh,
LFR.
yeah. You can't do that with in LFR, right? Yeah, man, that's such a terrible system, by the way. Holy shit, it's so bad. I have no idea why it's like that. You know, oh man, it's so terrible. I was trying to do time walking with people, and it's really AIDS because you can't if they're on a different faction to you.
You know, the really big meme about this tier is that the teardrops are like really reduced. I think even with a group of like 30, the maximum you could get guaranteed is 1 teardrop per boss.
Still pretty good though.
I mean, yeah, but like in previous tiers it was like 2 or 3, you know? Like it's quite a big reduction. So it's going to make the tiering quite difficult, I think.
PTR keys are dead. It's only giving Shadowlands keys. Well, unlucky, I guess. Early night for us all then, Dranet. That's good.
Yeah, Bedge. It's
Bedge time. And honestly, I think we'll be all right. Our combo's actually really good for the affixes, which is really good news. And honestly, has anyone been streaming M+ yet? We can check the scaling. I think the scaling is going to be easy, to be honest. I think that it won't change that much. So I am of the opinion that we'll be all right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm fully expecting some mad memes with beginning of season.
Oh, Dorky's doing it? Oh shit, let's go. Let's see what key level he's doing. Okay, they're on Waycrest and they're doing a 17. Oh, that's the same key that we'll be doing tomorrow. Let's see. They seem to have a lot of time left, actually. So I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
He's playing Boomy.
Yeah. Man, we need more people who play Org. Because, man, like, having Org is... Not having Org is going to be so cringe in our comp, actually.
Yeah. Let's get Mice to play Orc tomorrow.
Yeah. Then he can, you know, have 0 gear on his Druid for raid.
Feels good, man.
13 deaths in a 17. Yeah, but they're probably, like, pulling massive, right? They're probably doing, like... They're probably fucking blasting. It'll be alright. We'll be fine, to be honest. We'll be fine. Well, they do have a really good comp, though, actually, don't they? So maybe we won't be fine. Well, they don't have Havoc, actually, so maybe not.
They got the Hunter.
Hunter. It's top DPS.
That Hunter's good.
Hunter's blasting. Very good. Jester has no excuse anymore for not blasting M+.
Yeah.
There is no excuse. Oh, it looks like they're going to time this with quite a lot of time left, so shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, they plus to it for sure, right?
Oh, yeah. I just want to see how much HP the boss has. That's like the really important one.
Holy fuck, they got Growl in the mix as well.
Let's see what we got.
Grabbed him away from Classic? That's insane.
Here we go. How much HP will the boss have? Because I feel like if we're going to die anywhere, it's going to be to that. The boss is just fucking deleting us. 10 million, but this guy, like, oh yeah, the boss drains, doesn't it? Like, you kill this guy, like, 1,000,000 times. I just want to see what the boss kill time is for these guys. How quickly they kill it.
I mean, their boss damage isn't that crazy right now. Did they pull a pack straight into
Yeah, they probably don't have full CDs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Me on Org for keys is probably more value. I mean, that's definitely true, yeah, but the thing is then you don't have any gear. You'd have to play Org in raid as well, because then you won't have any gear on your boomkin. But I mean, yeah, if you played Org, it makes our comp a million times better in every way. So, I don't know. We'll see. It honestly depends if we feel like Mice needs to have M+ gear on his Boomkin. His Boomkin is 448 already, so... I mean, he could just, like... Could do it later, I guess. It depends. Well, I mean, we can make that decision, what we want to do. Oh, no. This is bad.
I mean... with some... I mean...
And we could... Yeah, I mean, what Mice is saying, he could play Org at 5 a.m., and then he could play Druid on Thursday. Because we're only doing normal on Wednesday, right? He doesn't really need gear if he's going to...
Yeah, honestly, I think that's value, right? Because like, getting you gear ASAP is kind of actually quite good for us.
Well, and the other thing is it will also just, like, make us die less, right? Like, we're less likely to deplete if we have Org. So,
oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Of course. Yeah, Mice just play Org tomorrow.
Yes. I like how he still doesn't have the legendary, by the way. That is, that's fucking big.
Yeah, it's a nice meme.
It's a good meme. And yeah, they're done with the boss. The boss was pretty quick. That is good for us. Because I think we're likely to die to bosses. I think the boss took them, like, less than 2 minutes. So that's good. Because realistically, our kill time might not be quite as fast as theirs, but it should be somewhat comparable.
Yeah, we can do some fucking just do some insane damage. Yes. Yeah, Mike's dude, you need to fucking breath immediately with DH.
Ah, yes. For the unleash, the burst, the breath.
Yeah.
Very good. Let's get in there. Oh wait, what's this? What's the what's this post here? We made an adjustment to the number of events required in NS to begin the Road to Hate to a meta event. Players need to successfully complete 20 events rather than 14. Made the change in order to reduce the frequency of the meta event cycle. Yeah, to be fair, that meta event was like spamming like crazy. So I guess they just don't want you to be like on the map like eternally. I actually didn't know that was how it worked. I just thought it basically just reset immediately. Let's see, how much time are they doing this? Yeah, they're almost +3ing, right, on this. So basically, we should just play safe, and we're not going to get DPS check, because they're like 14 minutes on the timer for this, on a 17. So I guess on a 19, you're going to have to blast a little bit, but, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, if we +2, if we play safe, we get a consistent +2, like every time.
Yes. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yes.
Bro, I can't wait for LFR for Rack, man.
I mean, LFR for Rack is going to be good, you know? That's where the content's
It's the only way I'm going to be able to kill that boss.
It is, yeah. It's too hard. Very nice. It is time. Insane. Is your Central Tyria LG popping off with JP port squads? Let me go check it out. Yes, actually. Why do you ask? What do I spec next? Let's see what we got. You want to get this shit. Oh wait, you have 15 points actually. Well, it kind of depends. You actually might want to ask Frosty where you'd want to go next. But honestly, if you're playing, this one's really good because it gives you 2% crit for every talent point. This one's really good on Cat, right? This one is also really good on Cat because it makes your Shred cost less energy, I think, or do a lot more damage. So it kind of depends what you're doing. If you're, it looks like you're a Cat right now. So yeah, you might want to juice up your Shred here for more DPS. But this one's also really good because it's just like 2% crit. And the real key one, you want Heart of the Wild, like ASAP, Nate. So like the really big talent is the one that this one leads to. This one is also insane. You get Fairy Fire immediately. It's a huge DPS increase for all physical in your group. This one is insane. And you want this one because the Heart of the Wild talent is like the best talent that you have. And also the Capstone one, like the 3% group crit is also really good. So you definitely need to pick up this one. You need Fairy Fire, and you need this one. And Improved Shred is going to be really good as well. Oh shit. Apparently loads of curios from Farak, by the way, Angels. 1 curio per 5 characters. Maybe.
Yep. Yep.
That's crazy.
That's pretty standard.
That's big. That's a lot of curios. Very, very nice. Yes.
Servers up at 4, reset at 5.
So wait, hang on a minute. Whoa, so wait, when are we starting then? 5 a.m., right?
Yeah, 5, yeah.
5 a.m. 5 a.m. it is. 5 a.m. Honestly, guys, I'm out of here. I'm actually going to stop streaming because I actually wanted to take the day off. I only really streamed to do the weapon thing. You know, I was never really planning on doing a lot of streaming today because we've got an early start tomorrow. We absolutely do. So yeah. That's the deal.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. By the way, Guild Wars 2 friends, don't panic. I will actually be taking a quick break to do the weapon reveal tomorrow. It will be just before our raid, so that's fine. Yeah.
He's quit.
Yeah.
He's quitting Guild Wars 2.
I will be back. We'll do a quick analysis of whatever weapon gets revealed, and then we'll be doing our WoW main raid as well, which will be normal mode tomorrow. So a lot of good stuff. But yeah, I will be back here, guys, at 5 a.m. UK. Probably a little bit earlier than that, so I can actually wake myself up. And you'll get fresh and ready to go. We're going to be doing dungeons in WoW, the new dungeons in WoW, for about 14 hours. Grinding as much gear as we possibly can. I'll be playing. It's gonna be, honestly, we have a good roster of the boys. Actually, it's gonna be some entertaining voice comms. We've got Angels on voice. We're gonna have Dranet on voice. We're gonna have Splurt. We're gonna have Mice. And we're gonna have Pepper. So it will be funny. The comms will be energetic, which I think will be fun.
Oh yeah.
So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, then it's raid time. It's gonna be some good shit. You'll see us die to the dungeons. It's Fortified Incorporeal Sanguine. What a way to start off the season. Holy shit, Blizzard. What the fuck? Honestly, I doubt it will be that bad, though. Funnily enough, we have memed our way into a comp that actually farms that affix. No joke, which is the good news, I guess. So we're actually very good at dealing with both Sanguine and Incorporeal, which is nice. So we have that going for us. But Sanguine is always fun, especially on Fortified. It's going to be good. I'll take this last fight. I need to... Look, we're nearly there, guys. I need like another 900 kills for Ultimate Dominator, right? We've got to get that farm.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Angels is playing Demon Hunter. Havoc. Demon Hunter, DPS. I'm going to be playing the Blood Death Knight in the keys tomorrow. Dranet. What are you playing, actually, Dranet? Are you doing Disc or are you doing Monk? I think Monk, right? I think
it's a Monk, yeah.
So it's going to be Ball Basher the Monk. Pepper is going to play Mage. Mice is going to play either Boomkin or Augmentation. And Splurt is going to be playing Retribution Paladin, also known as #InvincibleRet.
Holy.
Yeah. So we have a very Zayst composition. We have a very Zayst composition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, it actually kind of is. Because, you know, the Ret is very tanky and can heal people. We're going to have a lot of damage, right? We have both of the damage buffs. We have the magic one and the physical. DK does a lot of damage as well in Trash. My single target is going to be absolutely rancid until I get tier, but AoE will be good. So yeah, should be fine. Should be fine.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Because I am playing the ultimate tank build. I'm assuming I think this is the correct call. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure the boys are going to do decent DPS, so I can just go for the never die build and just not die.
I feel like there's big cope, you know, expecting big DPS, you know.
I am expecting big DPS. Yeah, everything's recrafted, so I actually have very good tank stats for M+ as well. Everything's recrafted. Yeah. I am the tank lord. I'm going to wait a little bit to see what pieces of gear I get before I commit my spark. I'm very likely to get the versatility. It actually really depends, because there's a really good item I can get. Like the crafted chest, right? The verse chest. The thing is that it's going to depend if I can get tier set, right? So I'm probably going to not get that one. I might end up going for like the wrists instead, because those are not tier slot, obviously.
One thing that is worth considering with you anyway is that it's very likely that you're not going to get most of your tier from specific tier drops, if that makes sense. Because you're lower down on the priority list. So, you know, the chest, committing to the chest wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing ever.
Yeah, we'll see.
But, you know.
I mean,
actually, that is a true point. Having the higher eye level chest is big.
Yeah, because I can get aspects, right? And make it into a really juicy one, potentially.
Yeah, also crafted items are going to be 3 eye levels less.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see, indeed, what we end up doing. I mean, yeah, it's really awkward, because the tier set is actually insanely good for me. I guess it's... The DPS need it, right? Because it's going to be more impact for, like, kill percentages. I don't really need it for survivability, you know, so much.
You know, like, Havoc gains 10% damage from having its 2-piece, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty big.
It's just... It's just... Like, as cringe as it sounds, it's just better to have that.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really weird to navigate this, because, like, dropping tier is... I'm probably going to end up playing with, like, no tier set for some time, at least. Because the eye levels is going to be better.
I think your second in priority is just that also you're on the tier drop as the Havocs.
Yeah.
And the Havocs are very high value.
We should get at least 2-piece week 1, right?
Oh, yeah,
I think everyone should get 2-piece. Because there's one catalyst and then one heroic piece, right? From ahead of the curve or from 2.5k rating. Which is actually, honestly, probably doable as well. Like, worst case.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to get AOTC, I think.
No matter what. Yeah. It's actually really weird.
We could push 21s.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's not that hard, to be honest. Like, I think we can get all the portals. That's, you know, big hype there. You know, get all the portals going. Yeah. It's very convenient. For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit weird. Like, the DK tier set is actually really interesting because there's, like, massive synergy between the 2-piece and the 4 set. Like, because the 2-piece on its own is good. It's actually very good. But the 4-piece, like, makes the 2-piece way better, basically. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very juicy.
Yeah.
Because that, especially, funny enough, especially for M+, because basically you get this debuff that you put on things that makes them do 10% less damage to you and take 20% more damage, which is obviously huge. It's capped to 5 with the 2 set, kind of, because it's only on Heartstrike. But when you have the 4-piece, not only does it make the execute damage insane, because it means that Soul Reaper in Raid always applies the debuff, so I have it up permanently on single target situations.
Oh.
It also says Abomination Limb applies it too, so you have way higher uptime on it, and infinite targets as well on, like, big pulls in M+, so it's like giga damage. It's got absolute mega damage in, like, M+ pulls at the start.
That's insanely cool, actually.
Yeah. Dude, look, I'm just saying, you know, I want the tier set, man. Like, the 4 set is big. It's actually a really cool set for the Death Knight. It's big hype, actually. It's going to absolutely blast in execute phases. Because they also, the thing that also changed is that they buffed the Soul Reaper damage by 20%. So it already hit really fucking hard when you have the rune weapon up. But now it's up by 20%, and it gives you a damage increase as well. I'm going to need that versus Farax, you know, chomp. So I don't instantly die to that. It's going to be good.
It's a big chomp.
It is a big chomp, you know. It is a big chomp. Vivi has Divine Shield. Like, he'll be fine. Right? You know, he'll live. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm gonna. You know what? We're gonna raid Cute Gamer Girl's leader, guys. Let's go. It's time. It is time. I am raiding Luaran. Here we go. We had an interesting conversation with her on stream last night. It was good. Also, valuable member of the Guild Wars 2 community. based player.
Shame she's so toxic, you know.
It is actually a bit of a shame, yeah. Like the toxicity thing is pretty sad, to be honest, but that is the way it goes, right? Like you know, those things do happen, right? Like the toxicity is, it's a sad thing, but it's a reality that we have to deal with. But anyway, say out to her, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow at about 5 a.m. It's gonna be good. Okay, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have some good blasting tomorrow. We're gonna pump hard. That's it. Take it easy, gamers. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Wait, I need to.
Good night, gamers.
Actually, press the. I can't press the raid now button. It's over. I don't know why it's not working. We have to actually wait now. I don't know why that is, but.
Nice.
It is what it is. It's just the button is fucked.
See, now we're just waiting here awkwardly.
Yeah, we are.